Hi. Welcome to Black Series Cantina post episode 100. That's right, episode 101. I've titled it Gone in 360 Seconds. A reference we'll get to in a moment, but I
People
do
know.
want to, yeah, they know. It's a very obvious reference. But I do want to welcome my co-host, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the handsome Zach. How are you, Zach?
I don't know about all that, but I am definitely feeling up and
You could be a good-looking dude. I'm just saying you're a good-looking dude. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You know who I'm not as good looking as, though?
Brandon from the Star Wars team.
That's facts, but this beautiful guy right here, which we'll talk about later, because we
Oh,
finally got
look
him
at
in
you!
hand,
Look at
and
you!
we'll
Look
talk
at you!
about-
Look at you!
We'll talk about the new
Look at
Anakin
you.
set later on, but
Yeah.
is, of course, everybody knows, but Mike and I have that set in hand. Big thank you, Mike. I know we're going to cover it in more detail later on in the show, so big episode for everybody tonight. Of course, this is episode 101.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to cover all of the reveals yet because Mike was actually at San Diego Comic-Con.
It's really hard to cover it while you're there because there's just so much to do. There's so much pulling your attention in like 30 different ways. And frankly, I'd rather be there than talking to you guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
I don't know how the toy guys
understand.
do it. I like while we were there,
understand.
like Robo's posting from his hotel. Pixel Dan's posting like 30 videos, and I'm so tired. My feet hurt so bad. I walked everywhere. I just want to not do any like I don't know how those guys do it. There's a level of hustle there that I will never understand.
You got to be about the grind, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess I'm not. I'm a very casual guy. Like if it's too much work, I just won't. That's what I know.
But unfortunately, you picked up a sickness at the con, so that's probably
I got the
worst
vid
thing you brought home.
Yeah, that was the worst. That was the
everything.
worst exclusive. Yeah. So there was like a party that we went to on Friday night, and then Saturday morning, I thought I just blew out my voice, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if I was getting sick on Saturday, but my voice was definitely raw on Saturday. And then Sunday morning, I woke up and I had like a drippy nose, and I'm like, should I go? Like I took a shower and I blew my nose and stuff, and I'm like, the head part cleared up, and I'm like, oh, I feel fine. Like I feel fine. So I went to the con, and by the end of Sunday, like we were dipping out at around 1. because Dan Larson, friend of the show, who I was hanging out with and stuff, his plane was leaving, and so he had to go catch his plane. So, but I was dying. Like I was just dying. I could tell I was sick. And then, like that night, I'm like on my friend Ryan's couch. I got like fever sweats, and then I'm on the airplane with a mask. And I'm like, I know I'm sick. But it wasn't until I got home, and I was drinking. I'm like, I just need some caffeine because I was so tired. And I was drinking a soda, and I couldn't taste it, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't taste it." Yeah, so I took a test, and I got the vid, but I'm on the other side of it right now. Like I can taste again, like I'm good. I slept a lot. I slept a whole lot, but I'm feeling okay right now. So we'll see how my voice holds up, though.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Maybe if you lose your voice, we'll have to call an emergency guest or something halfway through the episode.
Yeah, maybe.
But also, so we have a little bit of news, not a lot. Of course, we're going to do... We both have a ton of fine editions, which we'll get to here
That's like most of our show, honestly. Most of our show is pickups.
Yeah. It's going to be very fine editions heavy later on. But first... While we have a good amount of people watching live, I do want to let people know that we're an audio podcast first, so we drop an audio version on Apple, Spotify, every podcast platform out there. You can listen to us every other weekend. We don't go live for the public often, usually only for big events. True. So if you really like watching us live, you can sign up for our Patreon, and then you can do that every episode.
If this is appealing to you, you can do it more, because we record every episode like this. Absolutely. But only the people that pay for it can watch, usually. But on big things like this, especially San Diego Comic-Con, we like to open it up and do a little bit for everybody.
Yep. And I just want to give an update. Our next episode isn't going to be for another 3 weeks. So we took a little bit of a break because Mike was in San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But now we're not going to be recording again until... probably August 21st or 22nd, something like that.
Oh, man, that's like a whole month.
Because I'll be in Colorado for Justin from Out of the Basement's wedding, and then that weekend, I'm actually flying from Colorado to Chicago to meet up with Mike and Hunter, Two-Throat Hunter, for people who know him, for Chicago Fan Expo, and I'm super excited. Mike, you secured me a set to have guaranteed in hand.
I did.
So I can get the autograph from not only Hayden, but also Ewan. So Fan Expo is happening. Me and Mike will be there. And if anybody else is going, we'd love to meet up with you. I'll probably, honestly, be standing in a line for at least 5 hours of it. And I was thinking the other night, I was like, I feel bad. Like, what if I'm standing in a line all day? I'm not allowed to hang out.
They gotta let me stand in line with you. They gotta let me stand in line with you. What if I promise, like, I won't talk to them? I just want to hang out with my pal. Like, what's he gonna do?
I'm sure you can stand in line with me up until the point we go through the curtain, Yeah. And then they'll like put you through it like a different way.
But I can't even see them. Oh, I didn't pay that. I can't even see them. So
but I was worried that I am a little worried. Like, what if it takes me so long to get through the lines that by the time I'm done, you're like, yeah, it's really late.
Yeah, I'm out of here, man. It's like a 2-hour drive to get back home.
Yeah. But it should be a great time, and I really appreciate you going through the hassle of dealing with that to get me that set secured.
I wanted to hook up my boys. I wanted to hook, obviously, you up, and I wanted to hook up my Out of the Basement homies. And I have to say, jumping a little bit ahead, because I'm going to go over just some highlights of Comic-Con, but at one point I was walking around the floor because Hasbro gave out these gigantic bags. They're huge. And I bought 5 of those sets. That was the max you could buy at one time. And it was really hard to carry all of those because they didn't even open up the shipper boxes because there's 2 in each shipper box. So there's like, we just gave you 2 shipper boxes and an extra one. And I'm like carrying them around like 2-armed. Like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, it was crazy. It was a lot. But I did it for you guys to make sure that my pals got the set.
And we really appreciate it, especially since it guarantees that I'll have it in hand for the autograph. And also, even if, and I was able to get another one today from Pulse, luckily, when they went up the second time, which we'll talk about that.
So you're going to have three, basically. You're going to have three.
Yeah. I'll probably, we'll talk about that a little later.
We'll talk about it. But, you crazy.
But also, even if I did get it, I have one, obviously, but I also don't know how I would get it from Louisville to Colorado to Chicago. So it wouldn't even really be possible for me if you weren't transporting it up and not going.
I got you, and I got it minty fresh. And even open up the box, like it's ready to go.
Well, now I'm nervous. There's a big damage.
You want me to open it up and see?
You got to check it, Ellie. You got to give it a quick glance, because then maybe I can.
It hasn't even been opened. The paper hasn't even been taken off of it. They're paper wrapped. Like
all right.
Yeah.
So it's got to be perfect then. Which I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for that. That should be amazing. Hopefully we can spend a good amount of time at the con. I'm planning to get, like, as soon as doors open for the public,
just straight in
to get, like, Ewan autograph first. Like, if I can get really early, knock one of them out.
Yeah.
And then right after that, just get in the next line. And then hopefully, like, the early morning, early afternoon, I'm done. Then I can walk to the hotel, put it up, and then spend the rest of the afternoon and evening, for however long you stay, walk around the con, if they allow re-entry. But I guess I wouldn't mind carrying it around if I really needed to. But I can't wait. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But the point of that is, if you guys see us, like, we'll be at Chicago Fan Expo. If you see us, we'll be wearing probably Black Series Cantina shirts or something. I don't know. Zach might be wearing his patented pocket shirt so he can hide his phone in there. Who knows?
The green. I need. You know what? That should be a thing. Like the black. We need a Black Series Cantina.
A Black Series Cantina
pocket
one. Yeah.
Shirt.
Pocket shirt.
Yeah, with the alt logo, with the alt Vader logo on the pocket or something.
Yeah.
That would be sick, because that's sort of like my.
That's your signature. That. Yeah, that's your con look.
Yeah, that'd be funny. All right, so let's jump into. I know we have both of us have a ton to get through, so let's jump into fine additions.
Yeah.
Fine addition to my collection.
All right. I guess you can go first, since it made you big.
It made me big, so I'll go first. Yeah. So I'm gonna start non-Star Wars just to get out of the way real quick. While I was in San Diego, I did find this pack that was really hard to get. I don't collect a lot of Marvel Legends, but these Gamerverse figures I am super into. I honestly don't care about Thanos at all, but I do have like a Marvel vs. Capcom set, and Thanos is in it, but I don't know. He probably won't make my shelf because he's too big. But I did get this really good Psylocke. I'm digging this Psylocke. She looks really good.
She looks like Stephanie Vaquer, if you know who Stephanie
Vaquer is. A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. Also, again, I mentioned I was hanging out with Dan Larson of Secret Galaxy, Toy Galaxy. He bought this Marvel Snap 3-pack with the Shanna, the Sauron, and the Rogue in it. And he didn't want the Sauron, so I purchased this from him because I do like I like me some Sauron, and I like this better than the Build-A-Figure version that we got. So I grabbed this. I like his little hypno eyes.
That is pretty cool. That's also one of the craziest 3-packs I've seen.
Yeah, it's wild. It's
memory.
wild. Absolutely. Yeah. So I grabbed that. And then also this came in while I was away. I needed a Mega Man for my Marvel vs. Capcom shelf, so I did get the Jada Toys Mega Man, just to have a Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like him. Everyone's like, oh, they're so great. I'm like, it's fine. I don't know. Like, it doesn't wow me, but it's a nice Mega Man figure, I guess. But like, he's good for the shelf for what I want him. But I don't know. Having this doesn't make me go like, oh, I gotta go buy all the other Mega Mans. Mm-hmm. For the people that follow the show, you know that I am into Mythic Legions, and they were at the show, and they had a convention exclusive. Now, I'll go into a little bit more of my experiences there, but like on day one, Thursday, I had a 4-day pass. I got there early. I made the mistake, though, of going inside, and they like they like hustle you into like a little line thing. And listen, if you're ever going to San Diego Comic Con in the future, don't do that because you get stuck there for like 40 minutes trying, like going through the line to get onto the floor. Whereas if you just stay outside, they just open the doors and you can walk right in. But like I didn't get to the floor. They opened them at 9:30. I didn't get to the floor till like 10. By the time I got to the booth, which I went straight there to Four Horsemen, they had sold out of the first day of their convention exclusive. And if you're wondering what that was, it's this really cool knight guy that's part of their Dungeons and Dragons D&D kind of Kickstarter set they got coming up. I do dig him. He has like 4 different looks you can go with. This is the one that's kind of the standard out of the package one because I haven't had a lot of time to mess with him. But the only reason I got him, shout out to Dan Larson, we went on the second day because Dan didn't get there till Thursday night. And Friday morning, we walk up to the booth a little earlier than I did the first day. We kind of just walked right in because I learned my lesson. And we walk up, we're like, hey, do you still have them? Like, no, we sold out for the day. So then we saw some people we knew, so we went to go talk to them. And one of the guys from the Four Horsemen booth went to Dan's, like, hey, come here. And he comes back with like 2 of them. He's like, here you go. So I was like, great. The only reason I have one, honestly, is because I was with Dan. And Dan was looking out for me because otherwise, I don't know, man. Those things sold out real fast.
It pays to have premium, right? Is Hasbro?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It pays to have friends with connections.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. So the first day, man, I was feeling so dejected because the first thing I did went to that Four Horsemen booth, and it was like, nope, all the stuff you want is sold out, and I was like, fine. So then I went to Hasbro booth thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go try to get the exclusives there, like knock out all the exclusives, and then I don't have to worry about it. And the line was capped. And every time I went back that day, they're like, nope, line's capped. So you couldn't even stand in line for it. And I knew by the time I got there, it was going to be sold out from what I wanted. But it didn't. And around like 4 or 5 o'clock that day, I was walking by the line cap person, and I walk up to her, and I was like, so like, what's the secret? Like every time I walk by, the line's capped. And she looks around, she's like, line's uncapped for you. So I got in line. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I bought like 5 of them, so I walking around like a jerk for the rest of the con. But that was fun. And what I did buy while I was there was they had this little Transformers set. I like these little hearts of steel. They turned into like a steam train and like a little cannon, Bumblebee, Megatron. I like them. But of course, what I did buy there was this, and this thing is way bigger than I was expecting.
What do you got there, Mike?
This is the 2-pack. This is the Revenge of the Sith, Mustafar, Obi-Wan, Anakin 2-pack. It's not just that, because like this is what they gave me, which is
how many was in each case? 2 of them.
2. There's 2 in here. So I had this, which is yours and Hunter's, and then I had another one of these, which is for the Out of the Basement boys, which they just got theirs today, and I mailed them off on Friday morning. Friday morning, yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
And the weird thing is, so like I was staying with my friend Ryan, who lives in San Diego, but we still have to take the train a couple stops to get from his house to the convention center. So I'm like on the train, which is packed because there's so many people going to and from Comic-Con. It's like packed. And I've got these 2.
That's probably where you got your COVID.
It probably is. But I had these like 2 giant ass bags where I'm like, I'm taking up so much room on the train just because of the stuff.
Well, you're the GOAT because that's a lot to go through.
It was a lot. It was not nothing. But I'm sure you'll pull yours out. I did end up opening them up, and they are they're like a good 3 out of 5, I guess. They're fine.
Okay, you're gone. You're gone. I need a new co-host.
No, I've posted a couple of fun pictures on my Instagram.
I posted a lot about them, and they are amazing. But we are going to do, so people wondering, We're not going to talk a lot about the 2-pack.
No.
We're showing that we have them, but after we cover the reveals, we're actually just going to we're going to kind of review them, do like a deep dive on the set.
Yeah,
and
do our
talk about
thoughts
it in detail. Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that towards the end for sure.
Yep.
I'm not done though. Because I got a bunch of stuff while I was. They got delivered here while I was there.
Mm-hmm. And while you're grabbing that real quick, I'm going to give a shout out to Griffin in the chat because he signed up for Patreon during the podcast. So
nice.
We appreciate
Welcome
that.
to the party, pal. So I did get this while I was there, which is the Transformers. It's the 2 middle guys for their Devastator.
Nice.
So this I'm 4 out of 6 for Devastator. Pretty excited for that. What else did I get? Oh, right. I did get the Crossing Guard Director Krennic. Here got delivered from Target while I was gone, as well as from Amazon. I saw this set on display, and I had a great conversation with Eric about this set at the con. But it's great having the set in person. I really, really do like having that. I love it when they get weird with stuff.
Stuff like the Creatures pack.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Things like that.
Yeah. I also got delivered Vega from the Street Fighter 2 line. So I'm missing Blanca. He's in my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store. But I got this from Entertainment Earth, which is just kind of a fun little fact. And then lastly, this is the last thing, because I just got this today. I did get 2 of the Revenge of the Sith Magna Guards, and they look good. Now, I ordered 2. I ordered them gift. I ordered 2 of them thinking I did everything I could possibly think of to have them send me some minty fresh ones to see what it would. And they did put it in a box, which is nice, but it was too small of a box. You can see the top is creased. I don't think I was ever going to plan on saving these anyway. I'm definitely going to open 1, maybe 2. I mostly got 2 for the free shipping. And I might just return 1 back to
in the store.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to get the money back. Or I might just have 2 and put 2 on the shelf. I don't know. I'll decide that when I get there. But that is all of my fine editions.
Alrighty. Man, I have a lot to get through. Of course, I was excited about the podcast, so for reasons, I have my anniversary cup for Revenge of the Sith and the Black Series Cantina shirt. So I'm going to plug that. You can go to our store, spreadshop.blackseriescantina or something like that. It's in our links. You can find it somewhere. All right, I'm going to kick it off with some pretty cool news for myself. Because I guess with how successful the TikTok account has been, I was able to get a partnership with Big Bad Toy Store, of course. It's not like a traditional affiliate link thing, which is cool. So it doesn't depend on like how many people order things. It's mostly like traffic links, traffic to the site from my links, etc., promotion from the social medias. But they sent me. I got to pick up to a certain amount of in-stock items to promote, like on TikTok. But the one I had to pick, I got the SHF Darth Vader from A New Hope. I had the Kenobi version, and I really wanted the A New Hope one for the 3D print display. So he is fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi on that. I also got... Hang on. They sent me R2-D2 SHF, because people have said this one's amazing. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I mean, I have other spots I can put in R2-D2, so I'll probably keep it. But at the same time, it's an expensive figure. I could either give it away or sell it or something. So,
mine's right here.
Is it as great as people say it is?
Sure. I mean, it's a good figure for sure.
Because you can rotate the light in the front, right, to be red or blue?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep, and it comes with little Kenny Baker legs to put underneath him.
Yeah, I'll probably hold on to it then. And then I grabbed one thing that I hadn't had. I've been wanting the Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn, but I never really wanted to pay for it after I missed it being on Walmart. And it was like $30 everywhere, so I was like, I don't really want to buy that. But luckily, I was able to get it from Big Bad. I also got the Super Battle Droid, which is a great figure, and I was also just trying to pick figures that I could do halfway decent content with. And
honestly, for you just got to open them up on your stream, and people will get mad. So
yeah, exactly. They get mad at ripping the cards for sure. And then I know I got another Archive 501st.
You and those Archive 501st, man.
But listen, it's not out of I need another one. It was literally, I think I can make a good video of that because I have a bunch of them on a 3D print, so I can tell people, like, hey, you might want to grab this one, even though there's probably better ones out there.
There are 100%. There are 100% are better ones out there.
Articulation wise.
Oh, well, so I'll spoil this. One of the things I asked for you, Eric, I was like, okay, so the Gale head, the Gale helmet is going to be the helmet moving forward, right? And he's like, absolutely. That's the helmet moving forward. And I'm like, so am I going to have to go back and rebuy all the clones that I already have? And he's like, maybe. That's so hopefully we get a new body with that updated head 501st, and you could buy 100 of them and you just replace them all.
I will gladly do so, but I do want to say, since we know that there are a couple members of the Hasbro team that listen to Black Series Cantina that confirmed it to you, which is great at the con, which is also great to hear that because it does feel kind of rewarding, you know, doing the podcast and all that when you hear that.
Lazy aardvark. I'm sorry. Any archive clone, that 1.0 clone body is garbage. It's hot garbage. It's one of the worst figures Hasbro's ever made.
All right, that's a little spicy, but
it is. That's my spicy take. That's my spicy take. I'm sorry. I get a little heated about that. And it's anything using it, which includes the General Obi-Wan body, because it's on that 1.0 body. I hate that body so much. It's so bad.
The body's not great, but
it's such a bad action figure. It's a bad action figure.
That's why you just got to super glue it down, you know? You get a little sticky thing.
You might as well buy a statue.
I mean, honestly, at that point. But like I was about to say, I will never forgive Hasbro, never, for updating the helmet after they release it on the Episode 3 card.
Sure.
So hopefully when they do a mainline Revenge of the Sith 501st clone, we can update the helmet. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I told I'll buy any clone with that new helmet with the new body, like.
Oh yeah, same.
I want ideal clone. That's what I want.
And I think we're finally there.
I think we are. And
then 2 more things from Big Bad. I got the Hoth Rebel Trooper because it's just one of the best army builders in the line. And I got the Archive International exclusive Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You can only get that anywhere outside the United States. How did you possibly get that?
Big Bad Toy Store. But this is actually, so the actual archive one is on my 3D print. This is the original release because you can see from the shiny face. But the face on the updated one looks a ton better. So that was it from Big Bad. Everything else, actually, I had to pay for now. And I have a lot. Let's see. Let's do some 3 3/4 stuff. Did this for content reasons because it's been going crazy on the TikTok. Phantom Menace Anakin. Phantom Menace carded, and they're all like perfectly cards too. Well, I guess this one's a little messed up, but it's good. Queen Amidala, which we need in Black Series desperately.
Man, why are you getting these 3.75-inch figures?
It's for the content because people love the nostalgic unboxing. They pay for themselves. They're only
true,
and these were only $5 pickups.
It's funny. So you weren't alive back when these came out. But people were buying.
Hold on, 1999.
Yeah, what were you, 3?
No, I was born in 94.
So you were like 3. You're like 4.
I remember seeing these on the shelves a little bit.
So people were buying like 3, 4, 5 a piece of those to save them, keep them boxed up because they were going to be worth so much money, and so many people did that. They're worth like just as much as they were back then, if not maybe a little less. Because I think like KB Toys had those going for like $5 or $6. So if you got it for $5, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I've only paid more than $5 for like 2 of the 3 3/4 sets I've gotten to unbox.
It's kind of funny
And-
how much those aren't worth, honestly.
Yeah. Another $5 pickup. I got the Phantom Menace
Nice.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
I was so excited when that one came out because it was like the first one they had where you had a second lightsaber that wasn't ignited, so you could just have like it was
a hilt.
bonkers to me. Yeah. That was the first one. I don't remember any of them that had that before.
And then this was really cool for $5. This is a figure from 1998, Power of the Force line. It's the Emperor with the lightning.
Yep. That was so it has a little pull down. It's it's got the little evolution slider.
Yeah, and they all have these like.
Yeah, that whole wave did.
It's a pretty neat little gimmick. All of these figures have a gimmick.
There was a Hoth Chewie in that line, and do you know what Hoth Chewie evolved into on his little slider? Just a Wookiee senator, just like a random ass Wookiee senator.
That
like,
is what.
Like that was this even in the movie?
So, my last 3 3/4 figure pickup. I knew, I knew that the Vader ESP 2-pack was on the way, right? So I bought this little set. It's the 3 3/4 Vader that comes with it, and I was gonna do an unboxing. Like, hey, is this something you would maybe want in the Black Series? Comment below, just as a little like tease, without letting them know that I'm teasing them. But then I didn't. I recorded the video. I edited the video. I just never got a chance to post it. And then
now it's too late. Now it's too late.
Yeah. So I'll probably redo my audio on that one. But there's more. So for the 3 3/4 figures, they had a sealed Comtech reader for only $15. And also all those 3 3/4 figures I got basically for free because I paid that entire haul. I paid only $15 because I had a $25 off gift card. Well, not gift card, but like rewards. So sealed Comtech reader for only $15. I thought that was amazing, just for the nostalgia, and I think it'll make pretty fun TikTok content.
You gotta do it for the talk.
Exactly. That's what it's. But I also thought it'd be cool to have, because I had a couple of those as a kid, but I never had the Comtech reader as a kid.
I mean, I never did either, honestly.
Yeah. I would love to have like those on like a chain, and then
you get to hear in person how terrible they sound.
Yeah, that'll be fabulous. I did get Welcome Me to the Club. I did get the new. I'll do these as a pair because how can you not? The new Han Solo and Chewbacca figures.
Nice. Peak. These are the best 2 figures of the year, 100%. And no other figures even come close. It's those 2 and no other figures.
And no other. Okay.
And no other figures.
All right. I'll remember that. But it is cool because I saw Lance Vader Luke's picture that you can pop out his hand and put the Force push hand on it just to give him a little expression.
Yeah. So I didn't know. I never thought about this. I saw someone on a Facebook group going like, "Oh, you could totally pop in Han's other hands from the original release that are gloved in there." And I'm like, "How?" Because they're ball joints. But the balls pop out, and it's just the same peg.
Oh, nice.
In there. So you can actually pop out the whole wrist with the ball if you want to, and then just pop in one of the old hands if you want to.
It is dumb that we don't get alternate gloved hands on this.
Agreed. 100%. There's if they had done that, maybe an alternate head with the little microphone or something on there. But like again, it's so good. It's so good that I'm not gonna complain too much. But it could have been better, sure.
These are figures I tried to get from Big Bad, but they wouldn't let me. So I'm gonna
say, hold on, for anyone watching, if you're excited for that Han, but you're thinking, I don't know if I need that Chewie, the answer is yes, you need that Chewie too. You need both of those figures.
Yes. I'm really excited for the new Chewbacca because the poses I've seen, like you and other people getting in, so much improvement from the original release.
For sure. Anyways, keep going.
I got the Mafex Han and Luke Stormtrooper disguise because I really wanted them to look the best they can on that 3D print trash compactor that I have. And I love the fact that I can take the bucket heads and put them on different Stormtroopers like at the Black Series and have more just A New Hope looking ones for the Death Star 3D print.
Yeah.
But I'll just keep like my same army up here, which will be cool. But everybody has been raving about these, and you know I had the opportunity to get them, and because they went on sale on Nin or one of them websites. I can't remember where I got them now. So got those at a pretty good price. Luckily, I didn't have to. I think they're probably worth full price, I would imagine, but I'm glad I was able to wait a little bit. I got a stretch. All right, and just like you, I today got Ayla Secura and the Magna Guard on the episode 3 card, which is great. And I know you didn't notice this because you're.
I didn't even get Ayla Secura.
Oh, you didn't get Ayla? Okay,
no, I didn't get her. Yeah.
I got Ayla, and I also got the Magna Guard. But Ayla is actually a darker blue than the original release.
Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed that.
Which, yeah, because you're bad on your blues. But yeah, she's a slightly darker blue, which I don't know which one's more accurate. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to compare it to the screen. But they gave me... Luckily, I got 2 Minty Magna Guards, so I'll open one of them. If you wanted a Minty Magna Guard, I can send you one if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
But... and then... So I have 1 to open, 1 to put on the wall. Well, I'm out of room, though, so I don't know what to do.
You are. Well, you could go down the side, like we're in that little gap.
That's true. I could try
like it's not ideal, but like it's there. You could do it.
I can put the crappy ones right there.
Yeah.
The ones I don't care to look at.
Yeah.
But I'm
so
not
like
done.
like the Anakin Skywalker and the. Don't you dare.
They don't even exist. They don't even exist. Because they didn't put the main characters on the card.
No, it's wild. It's wild they didn't do that.
So before I get to the peak stuff, was at Ollie's and I picked up this guy for $5 to have an alternate head for some Imperials, for some 3D prints, because I don't want to have like 6 Tarkins and 4 Admiral Ramparts and yada 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 on the shelf. And then I did get the Biker Taker, which, you know, isn't the best look for Undertaker, but I think of the biker look, this is a pretty good one.
He's
and this
big
is actually,
evil.
Yeah, this is the era when I met him in person during like this time of his run. I was probably like 8 years old or something. But I would kind of like to get a motorcycle with him. That'd be kind of neat. So
I always thought that was a weird. Like I felt like he should have changed his name when he's just to a biker look, because like. Growing up in the 80s, like early 90s, Undertaker was like this macabre, like death guy, mortician. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then like I didn't really pay attention. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like the Undertaker. He's all death and stuff. Like, no, he's a biker now. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. He was like, I remember watching, I saw a clip where he was talking and said, like, The Rock and Stone Cold were able to cut these, like, crazy promos, like, talking about people. But in his character, he couldn't really do that. So he wanted to be able to...
He should have changed his name, is all I'm saying. If you could have one guy be like Cactus, like, you know, Cactus Jack and Dude Love and Mankind. Like, just, come on.
His original name in WCW was Mean Mark. So
Mean Mark? That's awful.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's bad.
That's a terrible name. Yeah. Maybe the Undertaker's just really bad at names. Like and
then he got the Undertaker.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just stick with that.
Before I move on to the actual peak, I guess this is also kind of peak. I want to give a big shout out to Infinity 3D Collectibles I was chatting with him on Instagram, and he offered to send me these custom made rocks for the new Black Series set, which is amazing because. Like, it's 3D printed, but I don't know how I wouldn't be able to get that detail of, like, the rock look, you know, myself trying to customize it. And it's gritty, so I think he, like, sandpapered it to death and, like, put some, you know, dry brushing all over it to give it, like, a charcoal silvery type look. And it's incredible. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to have this on the shelf, and then, you know how on the box... The cardboard piece underneath is the lava.
Is lava
that's flowing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that underneath this, and then the set in between it, so it looks like they're flowing down the lava.
Yeah,
river,
that works.
Cool.
I could work with one of your like 20 sets that you got.
Yes, with one of my 20 sets. But yeah, shout out to Infinity 3D collectibles. He also sent me. I wasn't expecting it. He also sent me the base, which it's cool. Like, this is a great base. I, of course, don't need it because I'll have the official. Well, I have the official Hasbro one. So maybe I was thinking I can do a giveaway to like a Patreon member for someone who isn't planning on getting the set, but still wants a base. So on behalf of Infinity 3D Collectibles, I think that would be cool.
It's interesting to see how someone else like did the base versus how like Hasbro did the base.
Yeah, and they're both really nice. I think Lane Speeder Luke has a version also.
Yeah.
And he did his a really long time ago. And I was thinking, I'm surprised I never painted or I never printed that. But I think one of the reasons I didn't is because I wasn't confident I'd be able to get that rustic look to it.
Yeah.
You know. So this might be the Luke print. I'm not sure. But with
Alan Price said that's his print. So.
Interesting.
I don't know what the antecedent to that pronoun is, but I'm assuming it's Landspeeder Luke.
All right, Landspeeder Luke, if you're in the chat, confirm whether this is your design or not, because, I mean, it's great. It's fabulous. But I might do a giveaway just because I won't personally need to display it, and I definitely want it to be used in someone's... Oh, look who we have in the chat.
Look at that.
That is Luke's print. Yeah, incredible rock dial. Like, I am so hyped to put that on the shelf. All right, 2 more items, and you know what I'm saving for last. But next to last, I have the Airborne 212th Hot Toys. This was limited to 3,000.
They fly now?
They fly now. Look at this. Look at all the detail. Just absolutely immaculate. My favorite part is the bag for some reason.
His purse?
It's a magnet. Yeah, he got a little purse.
His little purse.
And his
it goes well with his outfit, really. I like it with his little skirt, his purse, and his skirt. Love it.
And I love like this piece right here is actually leather.
He accessorizes well, for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Like, just look at all the detail, like the grenades on his chest. They went all out on that one, and they only made 3,000. I actually originally wasn't planning on it, and then I think it was Tommy or Hybrid or Hunter or someone that let me know it was limited, or maybe it might have been Coffee that let me know it was limited, so I had to pick it up. And then my Commander Cody will be here tomorrow. But, all right, we can talk about Peak now. Honestly, if I can even find it, because it's so.
We don't have Dash
spread out.
Rendar yet.
That is not Peak. That is not even close to Peak. I don't even know what that guy looks like. They also didn't even. The pictures I've seen, it doesn't even look like the figure. Because isn't he supposed to have a beard?
No, he's not supposed to have a beard. He just has a weirdly square jaw.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of pictures of Dash Rendar with a beard.
No, he's never had a beard.
But, yes, I did get, as well, the Revenge of the Sith Battle of the Heroes 2-pack. And, of course, I have my Anakin in his Order 66 look. All right, look at that. Absolute peak. Shout out to Bailey for sculpting this Anakin. Like, that likeness is one of the best likenesses I think we've gotten in recent years. Especially because he has such a hard likeness to get. Yeah. You know, companies kind of struggle with Hayden. Especially like Episode 3 Hayden for some reason. And the Obi-Wan is just killer as well. Like, they're both amazing. But I know we're going to dive a little deeper in.
Yeah, we'll dive into it.
Later on. We're doing a little review. But yes, I finally have a new Anakin in hand. And a new Obi-Wan. So shout out Hasbro and the Hasbro team for absolutely crushing that set.
It's been, has it been a year or 2 years since we had Yak on the show?
It was 2 years, because I think it was
2 years. Is it?
Or was it 2024?
I think it was 2024. I think it was towards the beginning of 2024.
Yeah, I think it was February 2024, because he was on episode 65, I believe. Yeah, episode 65, February 17th of 2024 is whenever he first revealed a new Anakin.
So a year and a half from when he first teased you that you wouldn't have too long to wait. And that
was a long ass time. That was a long time.
I was going to say that when he said you don't have to wait too long, I was thinking like 6 months, maybe a year. A year and a half was a little longer than I expected.
Yeah, because there was a lot of reveal streams whenever I was like,
this
has to be
it.
Like,
is this it? Is this it? It wasn't.
And, of course, they kept... And then I think it hit its peak during May the 4th stream.
Yeah.
And when they didn't do it for May the 4th, it's like, what's going on here? How do you not reveal a new Anakin and Obi-Wan when we know they're on the way? Like, we've seen the leaks. We've seen Yakface has said it, you know?
Yeah.
The tunic leaked, and like, we know they're on the way. And how did he not do it for May the 4th? But then they hit us with that random stream of just a goated stream.
I mean, we got some good reveals this year, and we've had some banger figures. So, like, I can't be too mad. And then they also eventually did give us this. Like, I'm not upset about it. You know, the point is that we got
the
it.
mainline figures are still on the way later this year.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was Fine Editions, and that was a monster haul for me. I feel like I'm not used to getting that much stuff at once. That was like almost a Zoo Boy level Fine Editions, if anybody's familiar with that. But so I'm not used to having that many, and I don't think I'll have that many next episode. But we'll see what shows up. But yeah, so talk about your real quick. Talk about your chat with, you know, like Eric and the other Hasbro members, like Chris, and I don't know if you talked to Emily at all.
I talked to all of them. I actually, I gotta hold on. Let me. I have the Battle of the Heroes stuck in my head now. I got a whole ass picture of me and the team.
Oh, was this the one that Luke took of you and then snuck away?
No, that was just Luke being. That was just Luke being creepy. Like, I didn't even know he was there. He was just being creepy.
It was a nice candid shot of you, and
it was, and he was talking. He literally came up to me, or came up while I was grilling Eric about photoshopping.
Oh, the
pegs, the pegs. So you got Emily, Jing, and Eric there hanging out. Me and my Gundam shirt. This was on Saturday, I think, which was a lot of fun. And I was surprised how long they chatted with me for. Chris, I think, is just off screen, getting a different memo from the factory. But I was surprised, number one, that some of them knew who I was. They do listen to this, which, you know, thanks to the Hasbro team. They do listen. Like, when I'm talking to them, it's very clear. It's not just us. You know, they're on Discords. They're in Reddit. Like, they're looking at all this stuff. So when people complain or suggest things or like stuff,
technically it's false advertising.
It's false advertising. It is false advertising. So Eric told me that they outsource, like, you know, they have Matt and he takes the photos and they outsource the editing, and it's the outsource factory that didn't get the note, basically.
Jesus Christ.
So they've heard, and then I've seen Mr. Stevie react to it. I've heard Brandon's reacted to it. Eric has reacted to it. They know that we don't like it when they remove the pins off. Yeah, because it is like, people will look at that and they'll assume that it's new molding because it doesn't have pins, but it's not. It's just been photoshopped out. So it is false advertising. So they're going to work on it. That's what they told me, is that they're going to work on it. But I had a great time talking with Eric. We talked to the PR person, so we might have them on the show at some point. Eric seemed very excited with the potential. Chris even seemed a little excited to be on the show, potentially, which is cool. And, you know, he said, like, it's not just he wants the critiques. He wants the ideas and stuff like that. So they want to hear all that stuff. But it is important to me that, you know, when we do have valid criticisms for the line with all this stuff, you know, they are still people. They're still human beings. And like, it's one thing critiquing it, and then it's another thing just I don't know. Like there's where you go past critiquing where you're just like, okay, like now you're just being a weird person about it. So make your critiques constructive, I guess. And obviously, when they do that, we'll have there. But I bent Eric's ear a lot, so I told him how great and excited I was. They're doing the 2-pack, the vignette series, which we'll get into, and how great some of the new stuff was. And he dropped some hints about what he would like to do in the line. One being maybe Jango Fett with the little Batman blades on his little arms, and I said, "Oh, that would be cool with maybe like an Obi-Wan Kenobi and maybe the different backpack." And he's like, "Yeah, because then we could have like maybe an Obi-Wan Kenobi with the slick back hair with the rain, and that'd be another way they could get a cool alternate lookout for there." So he didn't say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it," but he seemed to have a lot of that idea fleshed out. Pretty well when it was there. I asked him, now that they have the new Chewbacca, like, are we ever going to see the old Chewbacca mold again, or like the old Mando mold? And he's like, not unless they just something comes up and they just have to. He said that those are gone. Like it's going to be like the new Chewbacca mold is going to be the Wookiee mold going forward.
Thank God.
Yeah, for sure.
Took long enough.
Oh man, there's a lot of really, really cool things I think we got coming out. Obviously, he didn't tell me anything because he was there on capacity on the floor. But I think that I really do feel like we're sort of getting into like a golden age of Black Series based on just what we've got this year. Like if you just started collecting Black Series this year, you're like, whoa, this line's great. We've gotten so many fantastic figures just this year with like great articulation, great molding. If this is how it was the whole time, this would be a top tier A+ line for the entire time. I do think we hit a little bit of a dip and we're getting back up and everything's going to be real, real good. But yeah, I had a great time talking to him. Hello to the team. If you're listening to this right now, hope to have you on sometime soon. I don't want to get too crazy. I did have, let me pop up some other, I was at the Star Wars panel.
Did they mention the vignette series in the panel?
Specifically, that's where that came from.
Okay, perfect. Because I know you texted that to us, and it was kind of vague because everything was moving so fast.
No,
didn't know if that was official or just something
that's where that came from. I don't know who some of these people are on here, but we got Dan Larson and we got Robo. Then there's some people getting in because they knew Dan and Robo were here, but I just removed you from the stage. I didn't mean to. But yeah, they're like, we got like Dan and Robo and like people were trying to crowd in from around us. But like I felt really important just sitting like next to like two bigger people. But it was super cool sitting next to these people and just like being in on the reveals. They were giving out lightsabers at the beginning, like the Black Series, like Force FX ones, and I didn't get one. Yeah,
that's wild.
But yeah, the vignette series was Obi-Wan Kenobi says the vignette series is what they referred to it internally, but that is how they referred to it on stage at the presentation. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that Jango Fett Obi-Wan like fight vignette series would be a cool one.
Yeah, and another one,
Disco
Falco here.
Oh, for sure.
Yoda versus Sidious and
the Centipod would be awesome for sure.
They had both those figures.
Yeah.
So just got to make the Centipod piece. But hopefully, like Lane Speeder Luke or another 3D print person cooks one up before then.
Yeah, it was cool. I did run into Luke a couple times while we were there. Don't think he was at the panel. I didn't see him anyway.
Were you trying to do your pictures? Because I saw the slides down there. Or
Oh,
was
I
that the
popped
one
in
you
a
were-
couple, but there's just a bunch. I don't think a lot of people want to see a lot of these photos. There's like one of Dan Larson in a Target because he forgot to pack underwear, so we had to go to Target to get him underwear. There's like me and just some other like random YouTubers. There's some other toys. A lot of Ninja Turtles I cared about when I saw there. There's like a Garfield Ninja Turtle. There was a big Galactus cosplay, which objectively was cool. But like I got stuck behind him one time and I was so mad because I had to like meet someone and like there's a time crunch and everyone wanted to like record it and I'm like, guys, I just want to get over there and can I just go? But yeah, we had a lot of fun. But it is really draining. I don't know how people do this. Like I had the 4-day pass and this is the first year ever. I've been going to Comic-Con off and on since like 1997 or so. Back when you could just walk up and get a ticket. But I've never gone all 4 days and I just think I'm too old for that now cuz like I don't know how people do it. Like by day 2 I'm like I've seen everything. I'm just there to talk to people. I'm just there to meet people because I don't care about whatever else they have. Like once you've seen everything, you've kind of seen it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about ICC Con, except for
Yeah.
after like one stroll around the floor. It's like, all right, I'm ready to hang out with my buddies now.
Yeah. But you know, if I get to go back again next year, because I did go, thanks to Jay from Geek Dad Life, he got me the pass and stuff. Like if that works out again next year, gonna have a blast. I'll go again in a heartbeat. But yeah, we'll
absolutely.
see. Jay's party. Oh, you know what? I do. Hold on. I think I do have a picture from Jay's party. So he rented out the Tavern Bowl in San Diego. Where? Oh, there we go. Let me pop this open. And we like it was open bar, open drinks, open bowling. I got to meet a bunch of really cool people there. This is me. I was wearing this weird goofy shirt with like a bunch of retro figures on it. Like Pixel Dan's there, Dan Larson's there, Ryan Dole, and then my friends Zach and Ryan behind them. It was really funny because like, you know, I'm staying at my friend Ryan's house and then Dan needed a place to stay. So I was like, oh, can Dan stay like on your couch or whatever? He's like, yeah, that's fine. And he doesn't know who Dan Larson is at all. So we're there and he like, he waves me over. He's like, is Dan famous? like, is Dan a big deal? I was like, yeah, that guy's got like 500,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Like everyone knows who he is. So like he had no idea that like he had like kind of a well-known person staying at his house. It's just kind of a funny thing. But this is before it started. It got really crazy. It was actually really hard to hear anything. It was really hard to talk, and that's one of the reasons why I lost my voice, because I was yelling over the music all night, and I got really, really drunk. And there is a video of me singing Lady Gaga in our Uber on the way back, and he had like party lights going on, so it was like a whole thing. But yeah, the party was an absolute blast. Well worth the $100 if you didn't get in for free like I did, because you did get basically all you could eat and drink and bowl, which I mean, $100 is.
Yeah, that's pretty good for all that.
Yeah, it's pretty good for all that. And then one last picture here. Nope, not that one. That's the one I just did. Where did it go? There we go. I did get a picture with me and my friend AJ, who did the voice of Gambit on the X-Men 97. He has this little book, Spoops. We've talked a bunch because he's been on Dan's channel. But like it was just cool to kind of talk to him, and I bought his book and he signed it. But that was a lot of fun. But yeah, we'd be here all day if I was gonna go over that. I will say probably tomorrow night, if anyone wants to watch it, I'll be on Dan Larson's channel, Secret Galaxy, where we'll probably have like a 4-hour long slideshow of all the different things that we saw there and people that we saw. Do you know who the YouTuber D Amazing is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so he's a toy YouTuber and stuff, but like, so I hadn't met him before, and we were walking up to the where he was to meet him, and I opened up a Dr. Pepper, and it went everywhere, like everywhere.
No.
and it was weird because it was just sitting in my little like backpack like pouch, so it wasn't like jostling around. And he just happened to have a towel draped over him, and he handed it to me. So I'm just like, I just have his towel, and like I cleaned it up and I handed it back to him. He's like, "No, you can keep it." So like I have it still. Like I have his towel, and it's just really weird. Like the first time I meet this guy, he hands me a towel, and now I just have his towel.
On the con floor?
Yeah, 100%.
And he had a towel.
He just had a towel. Yeah, he just had a random towel.
It was meant to be, I guess. He knew
It was
that Dr. Pepper everywhere.
Perfect, because I literally needed a towel, and he handed it to me. It was crazy.
That is insane.
Yes, I was drunk singing in the Uber, of course, and the Uber driver had party lights ready to go. And it was, I think it was Bad Romance, in case anyone is curious.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I did want to answer Luke's question from earlier, I believe. Let me scroll and find it. We're going to be at Chicago Fan Expo on the Saturday, so I didn't buy a ticket for Friday. Well, my flight doesn't land in Chicago until like 11 p.m., and then I didn't buy a ticket for Sunday because Mike's leaving Saturday night, and I got a flight to catch on Sunday. So we'll be there Saturday, and hopefully I have time to hang out with people because I don't want to stand in line all day. But that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So, but if I get there, if I try to get the first auto like ASAP, I think I'll be good. Like I think if I get one knocked out really early, I feel like that's going to set the tone for the rest of the day. You know, so yeah. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's jump into listener emails. We have a good amount of them to get through, so thank you all for keeping this segment alive. If you want to shoot us an email to cover on the podcast, you can do that at blackseriescantina@gmail.com. We have a couple that I think we're going to save, like Christopher, thank you for the final wave email. We might make that like sort of another discussion.
It's so yeah, I was gonna say, can we talk about that for a second? Because like I have seen that be a trend on TikTok and like Instagram and YouTube of people doing like their final wave. We did that 2 years ago.
We did do that in October of 23.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, we did. It was a little different. We did the last 10. I mean, I might as well just read Christopher's email real quick. Wow. So this is his final wave, essentially. Yeah,
you don't have to read it. We can do that later. I just wanted to point out we did it. Like,
yeah. Well, I'll just read his final wave.
All right.
Real quick. All right. Death Star Gunner, which would be great. Biker Scout Clone Troopers from Kashyyyk. I would love that. Watto, that would be fabulous. Senator Palpatine, absolutely, because we need somebody for the Coruscant Guards. Lobot. And IG-88, of course. They got to be doing an IG-88, right?
They gotta.
Yeah. And then this email was actually sent before the SDCC reveals. But this one says, Luke Skywalker Bespin Deluxe. All new Bespin Luke sculpt accessories include lightsaber, alternate head with battle wounds. Well, we're getting some battle wounds and a removable hand, which is great. And he also put Darth Vader Bespin Luke Deluxe figure, mostly reused, put with new legs. Yeah, well, they didn't listen to that. Unfortunately, we got it, which we'll talk about later. We got a Vader with the same legs. And then he put Walmart exclusive Battle Droid Officer. Is that the yellow one, right? The yellow circle? That might be a different one, but I think that's the officer. Jabba's Palace 2-pack, Luke Skywalker, and Hutt Slayer Leia, completely new sculpt. I think that'd be great. I mean, I'd definitely be down on that, especially if the line we're ending. That's one that I would really want to get. And then
I saw someone. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Finish it off. I thought you were done.
Bail Organa with, this was funny because accessories include blaster and the baby Leia, because the old figure, you know, the separation of the twins figure. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi reused the SDCC. Accessories include lightsaber, cloak, and baby Luke to match like the baby Leia from the Bail Organa. I'd be down if they did a separation of the twins Black Series. I think that'd be funny.
Sure. Be a cool vignette series. I saw someone comment on this on Facebook, and they were like, how come we don't have any main characters like Lobot? And I was like, Broham, I love Lobot. Empire Strikes Back is like
Far
my
from
favorite.
a main character, though.
Not a main character. like not a main. There's no way you could say that Lobot is a main character. That is a wild statement.
And also, like Lobot, like I would definitely like a Lobot in the Black Series, but I think for a lot of people, he's near the top 10 because he's like an OT.
It's so. I honestly, genuinely think
guy.
when they do Lobot, he is going to peg warm unless they do him like some kind of exclusive or whatever. Like he is just a bald guy in like a disco like suit.
Yeah, I've also like. I mean, I would buy a Lobot Black Series figure for sure.
Sure, oh, me too, 100%. Yeah,
I feel like I could name 50 characters or figures I would rather have than a Lobot, on the shelf personally.
I mean,
maybe
he's high on my list.
More.
He's high on my list because Empire is my movie, and like there's he's a hole. Sure, he is a hole in that, but like most people, like he doesn't have any like cool toy appeal. He's just a bald dude in like a weird suit. Like that's this thing.
Yeah, but I would much rather have Nine Numb over Lobot for sure.
Sure.
Just because Nine Numb's a more interesting looking.
Well, at least he's an alien, yeah.
And another email. This is from Jeff Esplin. Hey y'all, wanted to see if you all saw that Yak Face tease the KVS and Nyx coming to TBS or TVC.
Heck yeah!
After posting the Nyx plush, and then a question for you specifically, Mike. As a side question, would you want or expect KVS in her blue jacket or her standard look?
I would want the standard look that she gets after she steals the Trailblazer and she gets like the vest and stuff. Like that's like the stock look, and that's what I would want. I would want her and a Nyx and an ND5, and like I'll be okay if they could do a her and a Nyx and like her little speeder. Because honestly, I feel like the speeder is kind of a character in the game in and of itself. I would love that even more. But like definitely, I would be in on just having those from the game. I don't need every character. I don't need like they don't need to mine every nook and cranny for there. But I do want some kind of representation because I genuinely do. It's a great game. Like it's a gorgeous looking game.
They already canceled the second one for some
They
reason.
did. They well, it's because it didn't sell well. But I've played both DLCs. I played the main game twice. Once when it came out, and once when they did an update that pushed a lot of like quality of life stuff. And the changes they made on the game is great. They fixed the shooting. You can carry around blasters for longer. They don't fall off you as soon as you go up ladders and stuff like that. Like it's a fun game. It really is. It's a very immersive Star Wars game, and I feel like a lot of people didn't give it a fair shake. Yeah,
soon.
It goes on sale all the time. It's well worth picking up on sale.
Next question's from Mark, suggesting a TVC guest. We are gonna have well, I can't say are because I haven't confirmed it with them, but every time there's a TVC HasLab, we usually have Jake from Forlum Desuckathon.
Yeah,
so we
we got to talk to him.
Yeah, so he'll be our TVC guest of the near future. But maybe the one you mentioned, at some point. I like the recommendation, though. This is from Chris Hansen. He says, I'm worried about Zach. It happened. The greatest Black Series set of all time has been released. The thing most sought after has been acquired. My question is, what's left? Is every Black Series figure after this just another lesser figure to be added to the shelves? I'm worried about Zach and his future as a Black Series collector. Say it ain't so, Zach. Convince me your collecting spirit is stronger than ever now that the Holy Grail has been found. Chris, thank you for the email, and we appreciate the concern. But if anything, I mean, this set and this year, specifically for Black Series, has probably, I wouldn't say relit the fire, but I mean, there's definitely a spark and a fire that comes from being so excited about these releases. I think, been getting in more into Hot Toys. That's obviously been really fun, but Black Series is still, my bread and butter there because I just love the 6-inch scale so much. And of course, if they're going to be releasing peak like this Han Solo and Chewbacca and all the SDCC reveals and like this Black Series Obi-Wan and Anakin, of course, But I don't think I'll ever be able to get the excitement that I got from opening like that shipping box and like pulling that set out and unboxing this set and posting about this set and talking about this set to all of my buddies in the community. You know, I don't think I'll get that high again because it's been a great time. But there's a lot of figures I'm still looking forward to. You know, I think Queen Amidala is probably my new number one. I want some more prequel Palpatines. You know, there's a couple other figures that I really, really want and looking forward to. So the road is not ending anytime soon.
Here's the question now. You found your search for your grails over. Are you going to go into like a grail depression? Or are you going to have to find like a new grail to search after?
You know what?
Are you going to take some time and enjoy what you got before you decide? And I feel like you should do that. You shouldn't immediately think of a new grail.
Yes.
But
yeah, I'm good. Like this is the grail. Like I feel like I contributed what I can to the Black Series community. Now it's time for me, like I mentioned when this was released, it's time for me to lay the sword down. It's your all's fight now. I gotta hand it to you all. Just like Luke, I gotta throw the lightsaber over my shoulder. It's in your all's hands now. I can retire peacefully. But I'll say, guess what, Mike? In about 4 or 5 years, in the last 4 or 5 years, action figure technology has gotten insane, right? It's improved so much. So in another 3 or 4 years, we might need a new Anakin by then. So
you're just gonna be a conveyor belt of Anakins, just a constant barrage of new Anakins.
Yeah. So actually, my new Grail. I thought about this. You know how whenever Anakin is on the platform and he's flowing towards Obi-Wan, when he's got the peak aura of all time in Star Wars, and like his hair is blowing the other way, not like the normal way. It's like blowing like kind of like this way across his face, like this. That's the Anakin we need now. So that'll be my new number one. So I'm not going to be done asking for Anakin. As I hate to say it for everybody, you got to listen to me asking for new Anakins now. JK, of course. But I'm not joking. In like 5 years, we're going to need a new modern Anakin at some point, or a new modern Darth Vader. So yeah, thank you for the email and the concern, Chris. This one comes from Evan Snyder. This is a Electronics and Black Series question.
Yes, so I mentioned him. This is the guy I mentioned. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so this is... Hi, Mike and Zach. I've been collecting Black Series figures for almost 10 years and love listening to every episode you release. Your guests, topic, and banter are entertaining as heck. Keep it up. A couple years ago, I sent Mike a Vapor Probe droid modified to light up and make sounds. I was really happy to hear it mentioned recently on the podcast, including funny impressions of the classic sound effects. Hopefully its batteries are still okay, but if not, I can share how to replace them.
They are not. I do need new batteries in it. So if you want to share that, like 100%, Evan.
Yes, and then the instructions are... but we do have some questions here. If Hasbro was going to release a future Black Series figure or vehicle with electronic features, what would you like to see most? It's okay if your preference is none, but feel free to expand. If anything were to have, like, I feel like if they did a small vehicle, maybe they could do lights on it. But I also feel like I don't really care about lights and sounds on stuff, because I feel like once you get over that initial gimmick, like, you don't ever really do it again unless you're showing somebody.
It's true that the hiss, when it had the hiss, it had all those cool lights, the control panel, the outside lights, the little projector Cobra symbol. But like, once you do it a couple times, you don't display it that way because you have to like change the batteries out. So when someone comes over, you can show them. But like, it's something it can do, but is it really necessary? I don't know. Yeah, it's cool for photography. I'll say that. It's cool for photography.
Yeah. And it makes a lot more sense on vehicles, I guess, if you can have a light up or something. Yeah. Because imagine if the Rancor HasLab had a button you could hit and he roars. Like, that just feels like way too gimmicky for the 6-inch, quote unquote adult collectible line.
Yeah.
And then the next part is, out of your existing collection, what would you most like to see modified with electronics and with features? I mean, probably, I guess, the Scout or the snow speeder
Yeah, for sure.
would be cool. I mean, because I think like they do
yeah.
have like the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set with the Leia
Mm-hmm.
hologram. More stuff like that. Like maybe they can do a Phantom Menace Palpatine, like a little hand
Yeah.
hologram, or an
It
Order
would-
66 one. I
Or
don't know
like
how that
a
would
like
work,
a
'cause he's
a
not on a
Mandalorian
table, but-
forge, like a Mandalorian forge.
Yeah. I mean, we do have the light up thing with the Holocom series,
Yeah.
and things like that. So if I had to pick one, it'd probably be the snow speeder. Like I really don't know what they could do, but if there were some lights, like some blinking lights,
Yeah,
or
I'd
something-
rebuy a snow speeder if it had lights, like could display lights or something like that. Yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah, for sure. And I was looking at like the Scout Trooper speeder bike and all that, but like I don't think that even has lights. You know, I'm not maybe like the dash of it, but great email, Evan. And then he also provided a link if you want to check out some stuff. This one comes from Chris. What's up, Mike and Zach? 330-second collectibles here. Love the podcast. I listen to every episode. I'm a big fan of you guys, Out of the Basement, and Monday Night Figure Ball. Hey, shout out to those other guys as well. We love them here at Black Series Cantina. I love the feel of the shows that you all put out. It just feels like good friends hanging out, shooting about figures, just as I do with a couple of friends. Can't wait to hear the next episode. You get into Anakin and Obi-Wan set in hand. I've been waiting for a new version since I got into collecting in 2020. My first two figures were number 59 Captain Rex and
Nice.
Commander Fox that I got on Mercari. I overpaid for them, but at the time it was honestly worth it. Just to have the characters I've never had in toy form before. I only have one question since my email is a little long, but I was wondering what figure was it that each of you got where you knew you were all in on the line? Love you guys and hoping to meet you all at some point and talk figures. Hey, absolutely. If you can run into us at some con or just anywhere, that'd be great to meet up and chat. It'd be pretty early for me because, you know, I started collecting the line during Wave 2 with the orange line. Mike was in even earlier, Wave 1.
I decided Wave
orange
1, I was
line.
all in on the line. I was going to do my best at
Yeah,
that
so
point. Yeah.
The very first figure, a Black Series figure I bought was the X-Wing Luke online. Paid $19.99 at literally like midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning. I was on my phone, laying on the top bunk bed at my dad's house when I still lived there. I was on. It was Black Series started in like August of 2013, I think. So I think it was right before I went back to school for college. And I bought X-Wing Luke for $19.99 online. The very next day, I had my dad drive me to Target, and I found Greedo on the shelves. And I fell in love with that Greedo figure. But also, like, those figures at the time weren't great. So I'm trying to think of, like, because when I got back into the hobby, I don't know what figure hooked me. I think it was just, like, the return of, or not the return, but the launch of Photo Reel that got me in. But honestly, whenever I grabbed that Greedo in hand back in 2013, and then getting the Boba Fett, the Boba Fett figure wasn't great, but like the look of it,
It was
really
a
loved the look
vibe
of
back
that
then, yeah.
Yeah, like
it was
the
a vibe.
visual of him on the shelf
Yeah.
was it's like amazing for 2013. So it was probably
Yeah. That mine first was the Darth Maul, and I was like, yeah, I'm in on all of them. But that Greedo, underappreciated figure.
Yeah.
Honestly,
just about
it's
to
on a
say-
Hall of Fame.
That's one of like, of course, what I love an updated Greedo with butters and all that, but at the same time, he's one of the rare early figures that we don't need an update for. You know,
If they did, I would
like
buy
one,
it.
but-
Yeah, I would buy it in
Yeah.
a heartbeat if they did with, you know, better articulation on the elbows, like you said, butterfly joints. Sure, I'd do all that, but he doesn't need it.
Yes, well said. So thank you for that email. Next we have Jonathan. Hey, Zach and Mike. Hello from Liverpool in the UK. Congratulations on 100 episodes. I've been a long-time listener, but never sent an email before. But in celebration of over 100 episodes and finally getting us the goated Anakin and Obi-Wan Black Series figures, I'm breaking my silence. My question for next episode is, do you think the new Revenge of the Sith Anakin and Obi-Wan will be released as a single mainline release? So, it will. We already know that it's included in the next wave with the Stranger. Yak's already confirmed that, basically. But
It's up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth. You can buy the whole case.
You can buy the whole case.
That has them included in it.
Let's see. So what do we think would be included? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I think they're only gonna do a saber. I don't have any high hopes for robes. Of course, I think they should include robes, but part of me also just thinks they're just gonna do like a lightsaber and maybe a robe.
I mean, they did robes. They did robes for the acolyte figures. I feel like they could do robes for these.
Could they? Yes, they absolutely
Yes,
could.
they
Could they
could.
do robes for a lot of other Jedi?
Yeah,
That they didn't?
could. Yeah,
Yes, they could.
yeah. It 100%. I don't think we'll get an Anakin with an alternate head or an Obi-Wan with. I don't think any of them will have alternate heads. It'll be just like Starkiller was, where you just get the figure and the lightsaber.
Yeah.
And that's it. But I hope.
Yeah, so
I hope we get robes. I really, really do.
I mean, also at the same time, like even if they don't come with robes, I'm good with
Yeah.
my custom on this one because
There are
this is from
custom
Josh
robes
Custom's
out there.
cape and
Yeah, you can get a Josh's custom capes out there. You can get. There's a bunch of different robe manufacturers. I was actually talking with Josh today, and he said that he's going to make brand new robes for them.
please do because
Yeah.
I know I really wanted to buy an OT Customs one because he does great
Yeah.
work, but he's all sold out of his brown Jedi ones. And remember, hey, everybody listening, this is important. If you're buying custom robes for your figures, for Anakin, make sure you get a dark brown.
Dark brown.
It's not black, and it's not lighter brown, because the Obi-Wan Kenobi's is like the normal brown that the other Jedi come with. If you're putting one on Anakin, I'm going to be a stickler. It's got to be in a dark brown that almost looks black, but it's not black. All right? There you go. There's your pro tip. All right. And then the next, we're going to talk about this later on in the episode about the new Revenge of the Sith Palpatine. So, but we appreciate your email, Jonathan. Just keep listening and we'll cover that later. This email from Jeff was basically just about the set. We appreciate you letting us know. All right. So this one, from Jeff. Hey, Zach and Mike, I'm sure you'll talk about the other dual sets you want to see. I think Yoda versus R2-D2. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought I was reading it wrong for a second.
No,
but
from
then I was
Empire
like,
Strikes
the
Back.
ESV.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. Yoda versus R2-D2 would be incredible. You can include the Dagobah campsite, the light Yoda and R2 feed over, Luke's space food, and Luke Skywalker accessory in clean Bestman outfit for good measure. All the best. I mean, that threw me for a second because I was thinking like Yoda versus Palpatine that someone also mentioned earlier in the chat, but then I saw the R2. I was like, hold on. That gave me a brain aneurysm for a second. All right, this is from Stan. Greetings. Congrats on hitting the milestone of episode 101. You guys do a great show, and I really enjoy it. Question for you guys. With wired capes and swappable heads showing up for Black Series, which figures would benefit the most from a redo with those items? A wired cape?
Literally any removable helmet character, literally any of them that have a removable helmet, change it out for a swappable head. I would rebuy all of them.
Yeah, Yoda versus Greedo with a removable head. Yeah, I mean, really anything with a wired cape, like Count Dooku with a wired cape would be great.
So good. Yeah.
Could you imagine taking like the peak figure that it already is and then adding a wired cape on that? Count Dooku could probably be my choice right off the top.
Yep. I mean, any of the Emperor or Sidious figures.
Yes, because you could sculpt it perfectly.
Mandalorian.
Mando would be good because you could put it flowing in the wind.
Yep.
Yeah, those would be fabulous. And really any helmeted character.
Yep.
Every clone. Django. This is from... We have 2 more emails, so... Not too much more to get through, but another big email segment. So our listeners have been showing out on the email segment. We appreciate it. Andrew, he says, hello, boyos. Hope you guys are doing great. Mike, hope you and the wife are settling in well after the move. Zach, I'm sure you're doing real good with the week. Saw your TikToks with Anakin. And you can go check him out. Black Series Cantina -Zach on TikTok. Congratulations on your recent 100 episode milestone. What a great way to celebrate with a Mustafar Gold 2-pack. I'm sending this email the night before the Kenobi and Skywalker go online for sale, so hopefully if you guys are reading the show, I will have successfully been able to order that set. The only exclusive I've tried ordering in the past were Cad Bane and Toto, which I was unable to get. Then the armor pack, which I was also unable to get. So 3rd time's a charm. hopefully wish me luck. You all
I hope
do a
you
great
had
show.
good luck.
Appreciate it.
I hope
We
you
hope
had good luck. We will talk about it. We'll talk about it on the show in a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
That's going to be in our news segment for sure. And then this one is from Joe. Congratulations on reaching episode 1 or beyond 100 episodes now. I'll keep this short for you. Is it just me, or is this year's figures just exceptionally spectacular? Every wave has a strong candidate or candidates for figure of the year. Best of luck to you for your top 10 list this year. Anyway, thanks for making the car rides to and from work entertaining. P.S. Mike, make some videos. I'm going through withdrawal.
I'm working on it.
Mike is working on it.
I'm working on it.
But yeah, it literally seems like every wave and every announcement, it's like, oh man, this could be figure of the year.
I went through that real fast succession. Like, oh, this is figure of the year. Oh, this is figure of the year. Like, I feel like there's 20 figure of the years right now, and it's real tough. It's a tough year.
Yeah, this might be one of the hardest top 10s. It's going to be impossible, I feel
this is going to be easily, this year's going to go down as like a goated year for Black Series.
There's like there's so many figures that are going to be cut out of people's top 10s. That's going to cause, you're going to make somebody mad, like with what you cut out of the top 10.
Like, imagine we got Savaggio Press at the beginning of the year, and like that figure would have cleared any other year, that figure would have cleared, no problem. And now I think it might be like number 10, maybe
10,
maybe.
Wow,
I don't know.
The lightsaber on that figure does really bother me.
It does.
The dull gray lightsaber.
I'm just saying there are so many figures that are up there. Like, it's going to be a real tough competition.
I mean, like, how do you have a better figure than like the Anakin with the swappable head and the Obi-Wan with the swappable head and swappable hand?
Yeah.
So like, it's going to be so hard to top those, and it's been such a good year. And I think we've talked about this before, but it does feel like every year in the Black Series, from 2022 to 23 to 24 to 25, it's almost gotten better every year. And I know people, people sometimes get fatigued of collecting 6-inch, and that's perfectly okay. But in my opinion, like, sometimes they release some weird stuff, but they always just release bangers, and the figures are getting better, and character selection getting better with a bunch of prequel stuff these last couple years. Still mixing in some OT, and we're getting some new media stuff with their, contractually obligated to, I'm sure. And yeah, Sebulba was, whenever I got Sebulba, I think he's going to be top 5.
Sebulba for sure. Commander Cody, all of those. We've just got so many good figures. Yeah. It's going to be real tough.
But all right, so thank you for the emails. If you want to shoot us an email for next episode, blackseriescantina@gmail.com. Shoot us a question or a comment. But let's jump into some news now.
So I have good news.
Come closer. I have decent news. All right, so the first bit, Yakface teases Walmart Christmas holiday figures, and he said what they were. Mike, did you remember what Yak said they were?
One was going to be, I think, an R2
or
some kind of astromech droid.
And a Grogu.
And a Grogu, I think, yeah.
Yeah, here it is. I got it. Yak says one will be a trooper with pit droid, and the other will be an R2 unit with Grogu.
I'm looking forward to getting a holiday pit droid.
Yeah, that should be like red and green color.
That'll be fun.
Different. Yeah. And he said just a trooper, so we don't know what type of trooper.
Nope.
Just maybe new clone trooper, new stormtrooper. Stormtrooper 2020 Stormtrooper body, and then R2 unit. They haven't done a holiday R2 unit before, have they?
No.
That'll be the first one for that.
Yeah.
So that'd be neat. And those are going to be Walmart exclusive, so 2 Christmas ones.
Yeah.
Coming up. So if
I like the Christmas units. They're weird. Like, are they necessary? Absolutely not. But I don't care. Like, I'm a sucker. They're fun.
Yeah.
And if you're not having fun with your toys, like, what's the point? What's the point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So the other big news, of course, the SDCC 2-pack went up today. Was the day that it went. They put the initial stock number was 2,264 for for whenever it went live. I didn't have premium, so I couldn't order it at the start, but I was there tracking it and checking it. I refreshed it as soon as it went live at 1 p.m. Eastern, and the site crashed. And then I refreshed it a couple more times, and I was able to get in. You know, maybe I'm part of the problem because I wasn't even attempting to buy it. But
no,
I was
you were
looking,
just you were just causing traffic.
I wanted to see, so that I was refreshing the stock check thing, and very quickly, like we're 1 minute in, and it was down to 822.
I'm shocked,
I believe.
And it wasn't just this. It was also the Marvel Legends 3-pack. It was also the G.I. Joe Cold Slither set. Like all of them basically sold out at about the same time. So to me, that to me says maybe some bots like snagging.
Oh, you think so?
I think so, because it was too similar. It was just too similar. It was too weird that they all sold out at about the same time.
Yeah, because the Anakin set sold out in like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, because at no point at Comic-Con did that set sell out at any day. Like you could go in and buy them at any point during any of the con days. The Cold Slither set sold out the first 2 days. About halfway through the day, I think the Cold Slither set actually sold out like really early in the morning on Thursday. So I expected that to sell out. But the Marvel Legends 3-pack and the Anakin Obi-Wan set did not sell out any day. So I'm a little shocked by how fast it sold. I expected it to sell out, but I expected it a couple hours. You know, it's one of those things like, yeah, if you weren't ready for it in the first couple hours, you're going to miss it. But like minutes, that's nuts. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, that is wild. And so then it sold out instantly. People are freaking out online. I think at 2:30 Eastern, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's about right.
Around that time, it went back up. I think the number, they put another 1,200 in stock, so not pre-order yet. They put another 1,200 up in stock. I was at the vet with my very reactive dog, and the doctor, I added it to my cart because, I had to get a third one, Mike. I had to get a third one.
Of course you did.
My very reactive dog is going crazy, like, just because whenever he's at the vet, he, like, trying to jump on us and, like, breathe, panting all heavy because he wants to leave, jumping at the door. But he's not, like, aggressive. He's just whiny.
Hold on.
And annoying.
The Yoda Gree pre-orders, Griffin, that wasn't exclusive to Pulse, though. Like, that they're splitting their stock between Pulse and the Disney parks and Disney Online. Like it's not even really a Pulse anything. Like, Pulse just happened to have some, whereas it's mainly a Disney thing.
Yeah. And
like,
that was
so
available
it's not
on Disney
quite
for a little bit too. I don't think it sold out instantly.
You could actually go to the park still and pick it up. Like, they have them on the shelf there.
But yeah, so I was like on my phone while the doctor was telling like me and Jenna the stuff that they got from Tucker or whatever, and I'm like adding it to the cart and buying it. I had to get one in real quick.
You're like half listening. You're like, whatever,
yeah. I was like, she'll know. She'll hear everything. And, but I placed the order, so hopefully you were lucky enough, or everybody who wanted to was lucky enough to get one of those 1,200.
Some people just want one, and you ordered your third, bro.
Okay, listen, it's basically,
some people just want one, and you're like Scrooge McDucking it over here. Swimming through your plethora of Anakin and Obi-Wan sets.
It's basically my second because I'm getting the one from you autographed. So that's like a separate.
I understand
that's like a separate
that.
category. That's like a separate thing.
Is it though?
Yeah, that's different, and that came from the con directly. So I got 2 online. Well, not, but like, so technically, And then
so
one from,
I will say for the people who still didn't get it, if you wanted it, if you still didn't get it, I wouldn't fret too much. There's still a chance they held more stock back to put up like tomorrow morning. But in the past with con exclusives like this, they'll put up a pre-order. It won't be in stock, like this was, because they were selling what they had on hand. But oftentimes they'll have like a second run, like coming in within the next month or two, and they'll put up pre-orders for what they have coming in. That's what they did last year with the what was it, the Darth Maul set.
Darth Maul
they did that with the
Star
Killer
Killer
set. Like they'll have, and they did it with the Heroes of Endor back in like 2020. They've done it every year. But I remember because that one sold out too because it was popular, and then they put it back up they're pre-ordered, so you won't get them soon, but you'll still get them if you want them. It'll just be a little bit of a wait. So I wouldn't
Also,
be too upset just yet.
I don't think it was you that said it, but I saw someone who was at the con say one of the Hasbro employees said it'll be widely available come September, basically.
I think they mean the individual figures. I don't know if they were talking about.
I thought they were talking about the set because the pre-order would be probably maybe shipping.
It could be.
And that's what I was
saying.
assuming.
Yeah, they've done it in the past, so I don't know why it would be different this time than last time. I'm not saying 100%. Like I haven't ever been wrong before. I could tell you about 30 times I've been wrong. But this is how it's worked in the past. So if I were in your position where I didn't get one and I missed out or whatever, I wouldn't be worried just yet. Definitely 100% do not feed the scalpers. Like, don't give in.
Do not do that.
Don't give in to the FOMO. Don't go to eBay and like no set is worth $200. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is $100 set.
Are they going for 200 or 300 or
yeah,
400?
even more. Like that's nuts. Don't give in to that. It's not worth it. It's not worth that money.
I haven't looked at the eBay prices. Let's see. I guarantee it's going for like $250.
Oh, I mean, probably. I'm just saying, like, give it some time. I don't think you have to worry that much. I really don't.
So there is I need to do recent sold, actually. 2 more seconds here. Sold items.
He's got dead air right now. What are you doing? Come on. You gotta talk.
You
gotta talk yourself through this.
All right, here's the most recent one sold. $229 plus $28 delivery. $239 plus $35 delivery.
That's crazy.
$209 plus $48 delivery. Oh my god, this one's actually cheap. $200 plus $17 delivery. Oh my god,
it's not worth that.
$185 plus $95 delivery. People are out of their damn minds paying this much.
Yeah,
$168 plus 48 delivery. Like, come on,
bro. Don't let FOMO hit you. Don't feed those scalpers. Don't make it worth it for them.
Yeah,
give it time.
Don't do that. That is absurd.
And I understand I'm saying that as someone who has the set right here, but I'm telling you, like,
the set is like 4 sets in your. I don't want to hear it. I feel like 3 or 4 sets at your house.
Hold on.
Yeah,
one of these is for you.
Me.
Hold on. One of these is for you. You've already given me the money for it. I don't even own it. I'm just holding it. But they were limit 5 when I was at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. So Mike's walking around with like 4 or 5.
I was walking around with. Well, I was walking around with 4 one day, and then I bought 1 the next day. So then I earned the reputation of someone who just had to buy them, which is your reputation. I earned your reputation. Like
You're
Dan
wearing
Larson.
my badge, yeah.
Dan Larson's over here teasing me about. He asked me if I bought one when they went up today, and I'm like, no, I don't need another one. But you did. You did.
All right, so hopefully everybody is able to get it whenever it goes back up. It should go for pre-order.
Give it time.
Imagine.
It'll go.
Yeah.
I would imagine, if not tomorrow, probably not Sunday, probably like Monday or Tuesday. That's my thought. Just pay attention to socials. Pay attention to Yak Face. Pay attention to Black Series Cantina on like Instagram. Like as soon as it pops up.
Yep. And so now let's let's jump into the San Diego Comic-Con reveals. We have
Yeah.
a lot to get through. This is the meat of our episode.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share my screen here. The first one, we know we are the Black Series Cantina, but when there's news this big, we have to talk about the HasLab.
Yep.
And they revealed the HasLab gunship. And Mike, it's not doing so hot. It's only at 2766 backers right now. I think that's less than the Rancor had on day one, and it's the slowest performing TVC HasLab.
It's not. No. Since the sail barge. Yeah.
But I'll put a caveat here.
Yeah.
That one is such an outlier because it was the first one. People really didn't know what HasLab was. Every single one since then, day one, the Razor Crest got like 60, 300, and the Ghost did incredibly. And the Cantina did really good day one, but then it kind of slogged its way through and got through 2 tiers. This had a fairly bad day one, and it's just kind of been barely ticking up since then.
Well, you have 2 problems right now. You have 2 HasLabs going on at the same time, and they're both pretty expensive. You have the G.I. Joe one, and that one is slow for G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe usually funds within the first couple days, if not week. Like that's usually a no-brainer. Boom. So it's kind of weird that this one still hasn't even funded at the base level yet, and it's got less than 2 weeks to go.
You think it'll get there?
Yeah, for sure. It'll get to the 8,000. Whether or not it'll get any of the tier unlocks, I have no idea. But it will definitely get there. But this one is going to be part of that. Like there's going to be some overlap of people where maybe they collect, G.I. Joe 6-inch and Star Wars 3 3/4 inch. Like there is some overlap, not exclusively, but there's some. But I also think I think part of it's the price. Like, first of all, I just gotta say this. So many times when HasLabs come up, like, suggest a HasLab for Black Series, we hear, they could do a gunship. They could do a gunship for 6-inch. And we try to tell them, you have no idea how big a 6-inch gunship is going to be. Oh, no, it's not going to be that big. You're crazy. This is a TVC gunship. It's $450. That's bonkers. And this is, how wide is it? 30 inches wide?
30.91 inches wide.
Like that's crazy.
And
that's
almost 11
nuts.
inches
Yeah.
tall.
I don't think people really realize how big the 6-inch scale would be to have a properly scaled gunship like this. Like this is nuts. There's no way we could get this in a 6-inch Black Series scale.
And I'll give my thoughts on it real quick. I do think it's still worth the price, especially, it's probably a little high, but at the same time, if it's going to be limited, I wouldn't let another $50 stop me from backing something if I were really heavy collecting one line or something, But when I look at this picture, it feels a little empty to me because I like the rockets.
Sure.
But the rockets do almost next to nothing. Like
they go inside the little thing, yeah.
They go in the that piece on top.
Yeah, which is cool. Which is cool.
Yeah. You can store them, and then you can spin it. Like, that's awesome. That's cool. You can spin it. So much fun.
Yeah.
What am I, 3 years old? Like spinning it. How's spinning it a feature? Number one. Number two. There needs to be those rockets need to have smoke trails that attach to the rockets up top. Sure. And there needed to be a green laser that comes out of the side turret things. And without either one of those, it almost just feels a little hollow. Not hollow sounds deeper, than I'm trying to meaning it to say. But
there's a lot of negative space in it. There's a lot of negative space.
It feels a little empty because I think the 2 stands is great.
Yeah.
But I think that might have been better as an add-on if it's doing really well, and then include some of the lasers, because you're going to have this, especially, which I don't know if this was a mistake or a good thing, But they announced the Battle of Geonosis for 2026 for TVC.
Yep, that's replacing the Return to Tatooine.
Yep,
thing.
but the thing is, I'm kind of nervous about what if they have a Battle of Geonosis in 2026 and then they don't have a funded gunship? Then it just feels so empty.
Well, I mean, we were supposed to have a Rancor for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Like that's what it was for.
Yeah,
it was going to go into that.
But like, especially for TVC, if you're building a whole year out of building it around the gunship, don't have the gunship, because at least for the Return of the Jedi anniversary, we were getting Vader and Royal Guard and the Emperor.
They'll still have figures. They'll still have figures.
Yeah, it would just be really disappointing.
But since they've locked a couple of those figures behind the tiers here, who knows if they'll probably never release these.
Yeah, so I am begging for this to hit 14,000, because then if they unlock Coleman Trebor, Sassy 10, and Aegon Kolar, they could just hit that switch, mess around with it a little, as confirmed by Sarah Lynn Reynolds on this podcast. You can upscale it, downscale it, but then you still have to mess around with it to make the engineering work. Like, get those in Black Series. That's kind of where I'm at right now with this. But with the way it's going, I'm not sure it's gonna get there. I think it'll back, but I don't know if it's getting.
We'll
14.
see. It's got plenty of time. It
does have plenty of time. It does just, to me, it feels a little empty. I think it's worth the price still, but.
Well, I was never going to be on this anyway.
No,
nothing about this was like, oh, I gotta get it. I think that it's cool. They have the little alternate side panels to kind of customize your look. I think it's cool. It's weird actually that one of the pilots is carded and one of them is not, because what they're saying is, yeah, we hear you. You don't have to open up your pilot because you'll have one out. But if you want two pilots in there, there's spot for two pilots, so you got to open it up. It is weird.
Yep, they need a third pilot so you can keep one on card.
They should have, one of the tiers should have been a third pilot, or I don't know, or an early bird special backing or something like that for a third pilot. I hear the people in the chat saying that. If you adjust the Razor Crest for inflation, this is about what it would cost. I get that. I 100% get that. And you're right. The Razor Crest 350 was 5 years ago. That all makes sense. But it doesn't change my opinion that nothing about this really appeals to me. I hope it funds for the people that want it. I have nothing against it. There's nothing they could do at a TVC level that would really make me want to back it, especially not when it's that much.
Yeah, I do think it's really cool. I love the gunship. It's one of my favorites.
I mean, I saw it in person. It's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big.
I love the gunship, but it's not even just about the scale thing. I don't do 3 3/4. I just don't know. Also, I don't know where I'd put it. And if I get it, I know I'd have to get figures to go around it. And
sure.
I just don't have the proper space or anything to display it, I don't think. And it's a lot of money to commit to that type of thing. So. Yeah. But I guess I did just buy 3 of the Revenge.
You have been doing it. You have been doing it. You could just, honestly, you could buy this with your TikTok money. Come on.
I don't know about all that, but I got different things I put those resources to, like a Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor autograph.
Sure, true.
But I can definitely make some TikTok money off of these videos, so I'll be talking about the HasLab for sure as it goes through. But like I said, I do think it's cool. It just feels a little like stuff is missing from it, My favorite part, though, is the fact that the doors, they have a slow opening
the slow open
feature,
thing,
which is really neat. And I'll probably do this, Esteban, as well. If it's really struggling and needs help on the last day or two, I'll back it and then just cancel it, because after it funds, and then just not pay and cancel it. So that way it backs and people get it, and then I don't have to buy it. So just to help out a little bit. But if it gets past 8, then I won't care and to do that.
Yeah, Ken Plume's got a good point. They did just announce Mephisto with like a throne. That's it's not HasLab. It's a made to order thing, and he's like $80. But that was a failed tier for the Engine of Vengeance. So maybe don't write anything out just yet. Maybe there's hope for Arleal Shoes out there for the people that want that Cantina. Who knows?
Think there's hope for our Luke Skywalker that was supposed to come with the Rancor?
No, I don't think so. I really don't. But also Esteban here, one of our Patreon members, he has a good point. It doesn't cost anything to back this. It doesn't charge, just like every HasLab. They don't charge until the campaign ends, which is in what, 36 days? 38 days? 38 days. So you can, if you want to help out with the numbers, you can back a couple, and then as long as you cancel it before the end, you won't get charged. And even if you do forget and you accidentally get charged for the $450 or whatever, if you cancel it within a couple days of there, they will refund you the money. I know that for sure.
And I just did a little bit of math, and they need 137, a little over 137 backers per day for it to fund right now, which is kind of low. So it'll get there. It'll get there. But yeah, hopefully, I think we're gonna dive deeper into the HasLab as it keeps going along, and we really want to get Jake back on the podcast.
We'll get Jake on to talk about it. Give his take as a 3.75-inch TVC collector.
Yes, but we did want to touch on another 3 3/4 set real quick, because look what they got, Mike.
Okay, yeah. So this was shown off at the breakfast, which was Thursday morning, which they do every year. They always have a little tease. TVC showing off their Jedi spirits. Listen, I'm glad they're getting Jedi spirits. That's cool because we've had them for a little while. TVC getting that Sebastian Shaw alt head for their Anakin Skywalker has me feeling some kind of way. I crashed out a little bit. I'll be honest. I did.
You really?
A little bit. I'm just
who is this guy? I don't even know who this guy is. Come on.
This is the OG Anakin Skywalker. This is the Anakin Skywalker that all Gen X millennials, boomers grew up with until 2004.
When the GOAT arrived.
Until 2004, from 83 to 2004, this was Anakin Skywalker. This is who we had. And this is the thing. I'm glad they have the option for both, because you have both. So I talked with Eric about this, because I asked him, like, okay, what's up? What's up with this? Like, why didn't you do this in Black Series? And they said when they were doing it for the Black Series, they were more worried about keeping it contemporary with what people saw on screen. And
interesting point.
So this is what you can see on screen. You know, like if you watch the movie, this is what it looked like. So that was their focus. Apparently, the TVC team didn't even ask if they could do it or not. They just did it. They were just like, they just did it. Because it's I guess the stipulations have loosened up a little recently, where it's like Lucasfilm has been a little bit more loosey-goosey with what they approve and whatnot. So I asked, like, is there any chance in the future that we could get something like this? And he said, absolutely, there's a chance. I don't know how. I don't know when. Maybe we'll get a standalone Anakin Skywalker in a box or something like that. But he did say that there's a chance, and to not rule anything out. But man, when they showed this off, like, this is all I want. And the thing is, I might not even display it this way. Like, I might still have the Anakin Skywalker on there from Hayden, but I just want the option. That's what I want, is I want the ability to do it if I wanted to.
You know, big W to Black Series for not even worrying about that non-canon guy from
It's the most
millennia
canon.
ago.
It's the
a
most
millennia
canon.
ago.
He's still Anakin Skywalker in Return of the Jedi when he takes off the helmet. He's still
true.
there.
That's true. I respect that. I'll give you that. They should also just
And
re-put Hayden.
yeah, until they
Hayden
CGI Hayden in that scene, Sebastian Shaw is still Anakin Skywalker for a little bit.
But in all seriousness, it is wild that Black Series. This is another example of TVC getting just extra stuff that Black Series doesn't when they get the same figure crossed over.
Yeah.
And this time it just happens to be an alternate head. That swaps, you get the whole neck, which is an odd way to.
Yeah, it's an interesting way they did it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the whole front piece comes off.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they wouldn't just make it like a ball joint at the top where you just pop the head off and on. But yeah, so all right, enough of that TVC stuff.
Yeah, let's move on to Black Series. We gotta get to the meat and potatoes, the stuff we care about. Yeah.
So we got a 2-pack revealed.
This was also at the Hasbro breakfast. If it's the one on the list that's next, I don't know if you messed up the slideshow.
No, it said something wrong. Okay, it finally did it.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. We've been seeing this teased forever. This is like one of the earliest leaks to ever leak.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And we got the Chancellor, or wait, Supreme. What is he? No, not Supreme Leader. Is he Chancellor at this point? Yeah, he's Chancellor.
No, you're right. He is Chancellor.
Yeah.
Although on the package it does say, I think, Darth Sidious. But
Darth
he's
Sidious
not. Yeah, he's not Emperor
Mace
yet
Windu
until
2-pack.
afterwards. Yeah.
And this is another instance where they, just real quick, the first thing I mentioned, they photoshopped the pins again.
They did. So a lot of people are like, ooh, new mace. No, same mace, same pins. The only thing different on the mace is the new head sculpt they got going on. That's it.
Yeah, but speaking of head sculpts, we got another Episode 3 Darth Sidious one, different from the one that came on the single pack.
Yep.
Which is very
nice. It's because it doesn't have the plastic robe attached to it too. It's like, but it looks good. Yeah, it looks real good. Yeah.
Mace Windu has a very nice. You can see some teeth in it, a grin from when they're fighting. So that's a new one. The Mace figure. Everything else is reuse. But now that's the one right there. Look at that head sculpt on This is a brand new. That's basically a new character.
Yeah. We don't have Supreme Chancellor Palpatine in the line.
And it looks like perfect. This is amazing. Like I couldn't imagine it being better than this, at this scale.
In person too, it looks real good.
It held up in person too? That's
good. So I was talking with Eric on Thursday, and he didn't know they had revealed it that morning because I was like, oh, and what about the Emperor Mace 2-pack? And he's like, can I talk about that? I'm like, oh yeah, they revealed it. And he's like, oh, I should go get them then. And he like came back and he let me take pictures of them like in his hands, which was pretty cool.
So that's the trick. At the next con, you just walk up to the Star Wars team and be like, hey, so what about that?
just lie to them. Oh yeah, you guys already revealed it.
Yeah, this morning at the thing, like the you can be like the IGN article that revealed the. But fabulous 2-pack, but there is a huge negative.
I love that spinny picture that they got.
Did I just pass it?
You did. You passed it. What was one before?
Oh no.
All right, this way. Yeah, there you go.
The spinny picture is good.
Yeah.
Like, Shooting the Galaxy is the best when it comes to this.
It is so good.
But you know what is not the best? What is going on here with this soft goods? This soft goods is awful.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
And it's really unfortunate because when you look at the Barriss Offee figure that's coming out soon, it has a soft goods. You get the cloak and the cape that's combined. It's soft goods, and it has a pattern, like a pattern on the soft goods. Why couldn't they have done that with this?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And like, it's unfortunate that they've done it before. And that's like probably the worst thing about it is the fact that we know they can do it. Especially they can do like it didn't have to be sculpted because we know they can do sculpted anything. Like you look at that Fennec Shand figure, it's incredible the sculpted detail. But the way if they still want it to be soft goods, they can add in that type of pattern.
I would have rather had his outer robe be rubber, and then the inner robe be fabric.
Yeah, like they've been doing that lately, sort of like they did with the last Darth Sidious, where we had the overtop piece was the harder piece.
Yeah,
and like especially on this figure when it's that same Luke body and it's the same Mace Windu. The only thing new is the heads on it, the soft goods, and then we have the new, which
there's like an electricity.
Yeah, the electricity piece is new. Let me find that main picture.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, so it's looping back. So you can put the lightsaber on it, and it loops back towards Darth Sidious, which is great. It's like a great detail, because I would just expect them to release the same ones we've gotten a couple times, where they're just going straight. But they actually have it looping and turning around, which is pretty nice detail, like nice touch there. And then now, we have a new Anakin you can put with the set. You can have the whole that whole scene.
What have I done? So this is exclusive to New York Comic Con and MCM. No, so the thing is, MCM already happened this year.
They said MCM London Comic Con, though.
But MCM London happened like a month or so ago.
Is it happening again? I've just Googled it. Returns October 24th to 26th, 2025.
What year? 2025? Okay, because they literally just had it like a month ago.
They might have multiple throughout the year.
Yeah,
maybe.
It could be. But so it's exclusive to both those places. I don't know. Obviously, they'll just like those. They'll probably have it up on Pulse. I don't know how popular this will be, but it is a con exclusive.
Yeah. I don't think this will be one that you even have to worry about selling out, honestly, because people are probably tired of buying Mace Windus. I don't think people like the soft goods.
You're paying a lot of money for alt heads, basically.
Yes, and that lightning piece, but mostly the alt heads. And mostly, like, this is the first, Chancellor Palpatine that we have in normal, just a normal Palpatine.
Hopefully, they'll release a better Chancellor Palpatine single pack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for the people wondering if this Chancellor Palpatine is going to get a single release, I wouldn't hold your breath because they still haven't done Yoda for some reason, the prequel Yoda. So it's not a guarantee that everything they put in a 2-pack, will be released separately. I think most things they do, like we know we're getting the Anakin and Obi-Wan, and hopefully, Bespin Luke at some point as well.
Well, they usually do that for convention exclusives if it's a new figure. Like, so it's not the only way to get those figures. They'll release some mainline. Yeah. But this being mostly reuse, it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna buy it. I'm gonna try to get this because I do want the Darth Sidious for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And I want that lightning piece, that turns around, and I want the Mace Windu, head sculpt, like the grinning one. Like I want the whole fight scene. So, and there's multiple ways to display it. The box has cardboard on it. I was told that this would have some environmental pieces with it.
It does not.
Turned out it just to be the box, unfortunately.
Yep.
But then, of course, when we get to the Vader thing, that ended up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Yep. But I'm definitely in on this set.
I literally held their feet physically. I started a fire on the floor and held Eric's feet to it. I took them to task on that specifically. So you stop that.
Yeah, they need to stop doing that because it's literally just false advertising.
It really is. And Land Speeder Luke heard me say that specifically.
Yeah, he did. This is so goofy right here.
It really is. Yeah.
Like his head just looks, I don't know, just looks so awkward in a way. for some reason.
Yeah, because he goes straight from being on the ground to like putting the hood up and looking like he does for the rest of the movie. So you really don't see this look.
Yeah, for too long. So what I plan on doing, I'm hopefully gonna find an archive, and I think on Amazon the actual anniversary version is like $13. So I'm gonna get that Emperor like robe and then put it over this because I love that pose that Hot Toys hit on the promotional picture when he's like pulling the hood over.
Yeah,
And that's kind of like that scene whenever he's sending Anakin to do the Jedi Temple thing, and
sure.
that's kind of when he turns into the Emperor that we know. So it's almost as big of a character transition, for Star Wars as Anakin.
Well, he has that
Vader
weird low voice where he's like Darth.
Yeah,
it has like a weird like demonic sound to it.
yeah. The sound mixing people, they went crazy on that for some reason. Like it was almost like he was using the Force to talk in a way.
Yeah.
And especially like I've always noticed that, but especially it hits in theaters even more because
it really does.
Loud and
because it's so bassy too. Yeah.
And it, but yeah, and so I'm pretty hyped about that. I really do wish the soft goods were better. It's just unfortunate because we know they've done it. Like we've seen them do it, and they just with a set with this much reuse, they kind of. I don't want to say drop the ball because I'm still really excited for the set. It's just kind of disappointing. Like whenever we saw that napkin, toilet paper, soft goods, it's like I would almost just rather have full sculpted.
Yeah.
If any other than what we got, but I'm still getting it. So Hasbro W there, I guess.
I also don't love I don't mind they reuse the Book of Boba Fett Luke body, but those boots are wrong. Like if you go watch the movie when he gets like pushed back and stuff, that's not what his boots look like, and that does kind of bug me a little bit. Like you could just do new boots for that figure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was trying to pull up these. Hang on, give me 1 second. I had them on Toyark a minute ago, but I accidentally closed it.
Toyark's the worst. They're the website I was making fun of when I took my picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That always has like blurry photos and stuff.
I mean, these ones were all HD, luckily.
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them. I guess they don't have in-hand pictures of the... But anyways, all right, we can move on to the next. What's the next reveal we're covering? We're gonna get some mid. We're getting
the mid. We're getting the mid out of the way.
Some extra mid reveals.
Like we knew this was coming. If you kind of follow along, you knew they were gonna eventually do this. But this is like at no point am I ever gonna buy this at all.
Yeah, so this is, for the audio listeners, this is the Anakin and Rex 2-pack that they revealed. This is
Clones of the Republic.
This is like the most casual bait they've done in a long time.
Yeah, for sure. It's the worst Anakin you could buy outside the original 2013. Honestly, I think it's worse. It's worse than that because I think
so.
The whole,
even the head sculpt is great.
The head sculpt is great. No, Doug, the head sculpt is great, but the soft goods, the neck, the way they do the shoulders, it makes his arms look like weirdly disproportionate and long. Like I genuinely think that this Anakin Skywalker is the worst figure they've put out this year, and it's not even close.
Wow. I mean, you're probably not wrong. I do wonder how easy or difficult it would be to swap the legs on this with the new Anakin.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, honestly, what I would do is just buy the new. Yeah, I don't know.
Right, because if you get
you
a
have to
single release,
Frankenstein that. Yeah.
If you get an extra single release Anakin, is it possible?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the pegs were different. Maybe you got to blue tack it, but at
it
the same
really
time,
it depends on the construction of the figure itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then this is another figure. So the Rex, this Rex, and I confirmed this on the floor with my own eyes. I confirmed it with Eric as I was talking to him. This is the 2018 number 59 Rex.
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, it looks like they actually gave it some decent battle damage. I don't know if the figure is going to come with it looking this good.
Yeah, I don't know either.
In 2018,
but my first thought when they were showing it off, because we just saw these pictures, so I was like, "Oh, is that the new body? Like that's crazy! Like so
you
fast,
get the pinless legs
because there's no pin." Yeah, I was like, "Are we getting pinless?" And they didn't say anything about it at the panel. So I was excited for it, and then it's not. It's just the same old Rex that we've had on our shelves for years now. It's not different. So kind of real big bummer, really.
Yeah, it just sucks because if you're somebody who has been really wanting the Phase 2 Rex and didn't want to pay $100-something for it on eBay, which rightfully so.
This is a way to do it. Yeah.
This is the way to do it, but unfortunately, if you're somebody who wants Phase 2 Rex, you likely just bought that Anakin when it came out a couple months ago.
Yep.
And then now you have to rebuy it, or...
Yeah, and you can tell from this picture that he doesn't have a trigger finger for that left hand there.
God, how did they not just do this on the new body? I don't understand. Like this,
it's a budget. It's a budget issue. That's what it is. It's just a budget issue.
Yeah, probably. But at the same time, like,
yeah,
they've got the body. I mean, I know they'd have to sculpt it because
I would have rather them not release this than release what they released. Like,
I mean, honestly, yeah, but. I mean, at the end of the day, this is just going to be, it's the Disney thing, so it's going to be, I understand why Disney would want, a Rex and an Anakin, and Hasbro's like, oh, well, we just did, the Phase 1 Rex, we got to do Phase 2, just repack it, I guess, but, so, yeah, Ken, yeah. Like,
exactly. I think Ken's probably right. It's a request from Shop Disney is what it is. Because, again, this whole sub-line of Clones of the Republic, they have them on Pulse, but this is not like Pulse just has some stock. This is a Shop Disney exclusive that Pulse has some of. So this is meant to be on Shop Disney and at the Disney parks. That's what these sets are for.
So yeah, that's why it's like casual bait. But I mean, it
is 100% casual bait. Yeah.
The deco.
You could have asked me for the pictures I took, man.
I know, but this was just easier because I didn't have to save them and do a slideshow. I could just go to the website. I mean, the deco looks good. I'm not.
Sure, I mean it's a good figure. If you don't have it and you don't mind the old body, like it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and there's your pins. There's the pins.
Yep, they're right there. The pins are there.
But this was definitely the worst reveal of the weekend.
Easily,
by far.
It's
like this one,
but.
A huge gap, and then everything else.
But honestly, I don't mind. It's just money I'm not spending. Like that's fine. Like not everything has to cater to me.
Yeah, like I'm fine if they just want to put some casual stuff in Disney. We're gonna get to that one later.
You need casual. You need casual stuff for casual people, and that's fine.
Casuals can buy this slop, and then we can get the peak like Episode 3 multi packs and
honestly,
the ESB set.
This stuff like this is perfect for like my friend Ryan, who I stayed with. Like if you go to his house, he dabbles in everything nerdy. He doesn't focus on any one thing. But this is the kind of thing he'd be at the parks or whatever, be like, oh, cool, Anakin and Rex, I love them. And like he doesn't really follow anything. But like
you don't have to track down two different figures. They're both there. You can get both of them at the same time.
Exactly.
For whatever it's going to be, $50 or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's 45 or whatever, 50.
Yeah. So, but definitely the biggest L. See, what do we got next? Now we can get into some really, really good stuff.
Yeah, everything after this is banger.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting this figure to be as good as it was. I mean, I obviously knew it would look cool.
Well, hold on, Ken. No one is casual shaming. I'm just saying that's who it's for. And that's absolutely fine. Like, at no point was I like, oh, they're just for casuals.
No, yeah. I mean, like, casuals probably make up most of the people who buy Black Series figures.
Absolutely not casual shaming. And I want to point that out. Like my friend Ryan loved him to death. I enjoyed talking with him about his collection. But I'm just saying that's who this is for, and that's perfect.
Yeah. So whenever we talked about the A-list figures,
those are for the casuals. Those are for casuals. They're meant to peg warm. People are like, oh, who wants that peg warming Vader or Mando? Like that's what they're there for. They're there to peg warm for the people that don't obsess over this stuff and follow every new release, and they go, "Oh, I want a Vader. Oh, I want a Mando. It's right here on the shelf. I'm going to buy it."
It's like for the gift buying, the holidays. Because at my Target, I think I told this story on the podcast after Christmas, but at my Target before Christmas, there were like 4 Mandos and 5 A-list Vaders forever. Like they were just sitting. And then after Christmas, there was like 1 of each left or something.
Yep.
So like they're doing their job. They're for the Target moms, the Target dads that are walking around. You know, you're in a Walmart. Like, oh, my 9-year-old son loves Star Wars. I'm going to get him the Darth Vader figure, and it's going to be a great Santa gift. Like stuff like that. So. But yeah, so next up, the Stranger, and he looks as incredible as he did in the show. I do want to ask, what are your thoughts on the... I'm going to pull up a picture of him. How do you... this big giant plastic
I don't love it.
Thing?
It's the one thing I don't love, but I think it probably looks better than if it were all soft goods, to be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too.
I think it's removable, and I'll probably...
Yeah, it is.
I'll probably not display him with it on, but it depends on how... I don't know how I'm going to display him yet. But the big thing I want to point out is swappable head, not removable helmet. And that is, for me, like, finally. That's what I've been asking for forever.
So whenever I brought this up, we did the VIP stream last week. Caleb kind of mentioned a good point. I'm going to get your thoughts. The only thing wrong with the swappable head, because especially since I think it might swap at the neck, is if now he can't, unless you work to pop out that ball joint by heating it up, he can't just hold his helmet. So what are your thoughts on that?
That's not true. I mean, you pop off his head. You just have a head. Like,
is it swappable at the neck, or is it swappable?
Yeah, it's going to be swappable same way. Anytime they have a swappable thing, it's going to focus on the pressure keeping the ball joint in here. So he's going to be able. It's just like the Power Rangers, the Lightning Collection was this way, where you could still have them holding their helmets in their hand, even though they were swappable heads instead of removable helmets. It'll pop off at the ball joint.
I've seen a lot of Marvel figures that have like the full neck comes with it. Like some of the Iron Man figures, the full neck comes with it, so you can.
It'll pop off at the ball joint, so he'll be able to hold the helmet like it's a helmet for sure.
So then that's really good, but I also don't know how big a fan I am of these soft goods legs. Like some of these pictures, it looks really good, like him on the side, and then this one, it kind of looks a little awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think the soft goods legs, I think, look better as soft goods than if they were rubber. Because the problem with the rubber is anytime you put them in like a wide stance, that rubber isn't going to change length, and it's gonna keep them from being able to touch the ground. So and especially for this character, this character.
Oh, look, there it is right
there.
Yeah,
it's right. You're right. Well, I'm sure you're right.
The neck comes off with
but
it.
But I'm sure you can remove it so you can just hold it. Like, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I really, really don't.
Okay. Yeah, so there's the neck.
But you're right. It is a different color, so it is going to be as full.
It is a little annoying for people who want to have him holding it that you have to heat it up and pull that out.
It depends on how hard it's going to be.
Yeah.
But the little gauntlet is removable, which is cool. That's a separate piece that they did that.
Yeah, everything about this figure is amazing. The poses you can get him in, and I
love it. Yeah.
This dirty arm, like they put the paint on his arm because he does get dirty in the show.
Yep. This was the first reveal they did for Black Series, and this was like it for me. Like this was like, oh man, we're starting here. Like, and I know the Acolyte isn't everyone's favorite cup of tea or whatever, but the Stranger was easily the best part of the show. The fighting style, he was brutal. Cortosis helmet, Cortosis gauntlet. Like I'm all in on this. The little Jackie puncher that he comes with. Like I'm so excited for all these, and he sold out a lot of places, so well deserved.
Yeah, sold out, which is kind of wild because all the other Acolyte figures, like I mean, I guess there's a lot of roller cool factor in with this one too.
It's a lot. It's a big rule of cool for sure.
Yeah, and like this is sort of like the wired cape with Ronin. Like this is the first time in Black Series we've gotten the swappable helmet, so like this is a big moment for Black Series, you know, that needs to be chatted about, because this could be, hopefully going forward we get more of that.
Yep.
But I have a feeling they'll probably only do it if the neck color is different, like this one.
I mean, I really no. They didn't say it had anything to do with the neck though. They said it was because of his hair.
Oh yeah, because
they said it was specifically it was because of his hair. In the
that makes sense, because yeah, if you were squeezing a helmet over this, it would mess all that up. That sculpting. Yeah, he looks great. Like that wrist gauntlet, the detail that went into that. That's really nice. The two sabers that plug into each other to make the one, right? But
yeah, I'm excited for this.
I might end up picking up Chimere from just a rule of cool thing.
I mean, I already pre-ordered. This is the first thing I made sure I pre-ordered when they went up. I was like, "Yep, I need this."
Over the ESB set?
Yep.
Wow. And next up we have Asajj Ventress, which this was like, you're talking about just like out of the blue, random.
There no leaks. I maybe a leak because we were getting Asajj Ventress head sculpts, and we're like, oh, it's weird. But yeah, I'm way in on this.
This look of Asajj was like the last thing I was thinking about whenever it was like, when I was thinking of like if we gotten a new Asajj figure. You know, I would have thought they would have done something more, you know, from Tales or Bad Batch, or maybe even 2D Clone Wars. But this one's just so random. But it looks so cool, like the beige against the black and on the helmet. And she kind of has like a shininess on her armor, like on her left shoulder and her hip.
Oh, in person, she looks so good. Again, though, removable helmet, not swappable head. I wish that we had that. I prefer it. And I know it's not that big of a deal because she doesn't have hair or whatever, but still.
Mm-hmm.
She looks so good in person. Like, this is one of... Now, this one and the next one we talk about, these are the first wave of 2026. But the Stranger is going to be the last wave of 2025.
Yeah, fall time or so.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
all the detail, like, I don't even know how they did that. The beige and the black, like, what's painted, what's the plastic piece.
Yeah.
You know, every time I look at it, I come up with a different answer, I feel like. But yeah, the knee, look at the knee twisted. This one could have used thigh swivel for sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Right there, like where that brown and, you know, beige.
Yeah. She just tore her ACL right there.
Yeah,
she's gonna be a knee brace for the rest of her life after that.
Yeah, this is every ligament you have in your knee. Yeah. That right knee just torn big.
It's torn off. Yeah.
Man, yeah.
That's not the pose I would have put her in if I were posing this in.
Yeah, to show the figure off.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not that pose for sure. But that helmet, man, like that helmet and shoulder armor really sells this figure, I think.
It looks so good. The Hasbro team, the Star Wars team just knocked it out of the park with this. And the cool thing is, like, you don't even have to remove the helmet. Like, she could just be a cool bounty hunter. Like, but she's Asajj Ventress too, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Is that paint or plastic on the saber?
It is. I think it's paint.
The gray,
or at least the gray. The gray might.
The black
be,
is definitely.
Yeah, the black is paint. I don't know, honestly. It's tough
because it looks similar.
It looks dull
to this, but also kind of dull, like duller.
It looks dull. Yeah.
So it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it might just be gray plastic with black paint stripes.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
but yeah, just a random like. How long did she wear this outfit? In
a couple episodes. I think she wore it. She wore it, I think, when she was... There's like a bounty hunter arc when she worked with Boba. There's like a train thing. And then I think she was wearing this in the arc where Ahsoka got framed when she left the Jedi Order.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And yes, Hal Runner base, the Anakin and Obi-Wan are in the Stranger Wave. Yes.
All right, what's next? What's next? We have a figure everybody has been looking forward to for the longest time.
Yes.
Jango Fett. And I'm not going to lie, my excitement for this figure, as soon as it was revealed, was through the roof. And then I took a closer look at the figure.
It's the same old body.
I would be so mad if that were the case. But first thing's like positive news. Yep. You know, the new Tim sculpt is amazing with those scars. You know, hopefully maybe if I grab another one of these, I can just pop that on the Commander Cody. You know, instead of the Clone Wars version thing we have, and because he'll actually have some face damage on.
Yeah,
there.
He does have some scars. Yep.
The chest and shoulder piece looks amazing. The gauntlets look amazing. They're nice painted silver. The feet look amazing. Very nice painted, reflective silver. And then you look at the thigh, the knee, and the shin, and it is dull gray, and dull gray compared to the shiny silver of the rest of the figure. Genuinely looks awful to me, so I'm excited for the figure, but I did want to point out that that was highly
Honestly,
disappointed to see that.
I didn't even notice that. Hold on.
Yeah,
in
look.
person. Okay, it's. I'm looking at my in-person shots. It's pretty shiny plastic, but it is unpainted, so it doesn't quite match. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you can see there, it's like
there is a difference. Yeah, I honestly didn't notice it until you pointed it out.
I mean,
yeah.
that's the one right there because you have the silver of the foot that matches, you know, the chest and gauntlets, and then you have the gray of the. And it's still a shiny gray. It's just not the armor that he should be wearing gray.
Yeah.
You know, silver.
Yeah.
So it's just disappointing that like, you know, for stuff. Like, that whole Acolyte wave, they went so hard on soft goods for everything. But we can't get a Jango Fett with, like, paint throughout the body. But luckily enough for me, I'm going to be displaying him in my Lane Speeder Luke Geonosis arena thing that has, you know, he's going to be covered from, like,
you can't see it from the waist down. Yeah.
So, and honestly, like, that Gaming Greats Jango doesn't do a bad job just standing there because the body sucks. I'm worried about him falling all over, but he hasn't fallen yet. But so I'm just gonna have him by the Super Battle Droid and the Count Dooku. But that new head sculpt is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be great. But it's just that I had to point out the legs because the legs really bother me. But everything else about the figure, I am in love with.
Yeah, I did. I asked Eric, you know, how they chose which Jango to go with because obviously I would have preferred like a deluxe Jango that had like, you know, both jetpacks and maybe the poncho and the alternate head and stuff. But he said specifically,
you know, from the slave one.
The slave one. So he said specifically they wanted to do the one from the end of the movie, which is what they did here. But they left the other ones open for these alternate re-releases basically in different packs, and that's how we started talking about the, you know, maybe a possible vignette series with the Obi-Wan in the fight, because he obviously had that different rocket pack and shot it out, and that'd be really cool to have maybe a little rocket firing like effect or something.
Is his helmet not painted either? Hang on,
I think the silver on top might not be painted.
Hold on. What? It doesn't match the. It doesn't match.
But
the
it's
shoulder
so. Hold on. It's a different look from the little viewfinder. So it's not like a dull gray.
Let me pull up an in-person one because it kind of looks similar to. When I was looking at this
But-
shot, I was like, it
but
looks similar to the jetpack.
It does look similar to the jetpack.
I don't think
but
they
it's-
painted the helmet.
It's not as shiny as the shoulder there for sure.
Man, that's really.
I'm not gonna let it bother me. It really doesn't bother me at all because whatever it is, it's better than what we have right now.
That is true because the old one is just so
Yeah.
bad. So let's look at
Yeah.
this one here. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Colonel Angus, Mark, did say that he said Brandon said this is preliminary, and a lot can change paint wise from now until we get it. I mean, case in point, the Padme, she had that really high widow's peak, and they did a little overspray to lower the hairline. So there are some things they can change. We'll see.
All right, so this is disappointing to me because I'm pulling up a picture here. Once this loads. So, share this tab instead. This is the TVC one.
Yeah.
That they got. Oh, I can't zoom in here.
No, it doesn't zoom in. There you go.
I'm going to find a better one. I'm going to go back to this until I find a better one because I literally can't see that. Okay, here we go. This is... All right. That one's barely... TVC, it's fully painted. The thighs, the knees, the shins, and
silvers,
the helmet.
yeah.
The helmet, it all matches.
Yeah.
Look, throughout the whole body. Can I zoom in?
Sure. It's just also the size of a, it's McDonald's toy. It's 3.75 inches.
That is true. But still, they should have... But if they're going to release a Black Series figure of him in the character line, the character should be accurate.
He is accurate. He's just doesn't match as well.
It bothers me. But at least he'll be displayed.
Okay,
chest down.
Counterpoint. Don't let it bother you. That's your choice. You're letting it bother you.
Yeah, but it's just annoying that they...
Yeah, but you're letting it. Like, it doesn't have to bother you. Why are you letting it... Why does that really matter in the grand scheme of things?
I mean, I feel like as a person...
Do you really care that much?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Do you really care that much?
Yes, I do. Yes.
That's wild.
Because this is my passion. These figures are my passion.
I feel like you're focusing your passion in a weird spot. It's not that big of a deal.
I feel like it kind of is. Would I prefer it? Might look terrible on the shelf.
Would I prefer it? Would I prefer
legit,
it? Sure. I don't think it looks bad at all.
I don't know. It might ruin the figure. It might
You're
be
letting it.
You're letting it. This might be one of the most disappointing figure. If they don't fix it by the time it comes in hand, this might be one of the most disappointing releases of the year.
I think you're wild.
It's still better than the Anakin, even if this were all dull gray. But
no, I think you have valid criticisms. I really do. I'm just teasing.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna. It really doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna look at it on my shelf going, oh, this silver is slightly different from this silver. Like it really doesn't bother me. But that might be my privilege of being colorblind, where like colors really just don't bother me because I can't see them anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say you can probably barely notice the difference anyways.
I honestly I can if I focus, but like just look at the figure. Like if I just look at the figure as a whole, it looks great. It looks great. I can't wait to get it.
I'm worried that it's gonna look cheap because the Savage Press, I have him displayed with the axe thing because whenever he's holding that lightsaber, it just looks so cartoony in a way and just like a cop out in a way. And I just feel like I'm gonna see those legs and that unpainted helmet and say they cheaped out on it.
Man, I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't care that much about it. Honestly, it looks great. I think it looks awesome.
I genuinely think it looks like this. These legs look bad, in my opinion.
I don't think they look bad at all. I think they look great. I think they look great.
Yeah, but can you see it? Can you see the difference? The foot.
Sure, I can see one is shinier. I can see it. I can see how shiny it is compared to the, but it doesn't bother me.
I just think it's really annoying because we've seen them do like amazing figures.
It's a simple paint app. You can get one of those Chrome pens and paint it yourself.
But I shouldn't have to do that though. That's the thing.
Oh no! I had to spend 5 minutes and get a $3 pen. Oh no! The end of the world.
I mean, I have silver paint pen, but
yeah.
I just feel like we've seen Hasbro make amazing figures. They should be able to do it.
Sure. For I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it's your collection. You do you.
I'm still gonna pick it up for sure. But
sure.
I think it'll actually end up being disappointing. I was actually looking forward to this figure up until just now. So
yeah, I think I said I think it is a valid opinion. You're absolutely right.
I'm
I'm
gonna make
just
a post about
teasing
this
you.
tomorrow for sure.
I'm just teasing you because it's fun to do.
I understand, but now I thought that was gonna be peak, but now we can move off the extremely mid and disappointing to get to the peak now. Because for some reason, this site only has 4 pictures of this set, but everybody knows we are going to be talking about the San Diego Comic-Con reveal. Probably the reveal of the weekend for Black Series, for sure. The Empire Strikes Back, Luke and Vader 2-pack.
I
Mike,
can't
what are your
believe they
thoughts?
reused. I can't believe they reused that same lightsaber effect. It's basically ruined it for me. I think this is a garbage set now that I've
Wow.
noticed that it's just reuse. Like, why even bother getting this set? Like, this is just a
Right?
waste
Those
of money.
2013 legs. What the hell,
that's
man?
right. No.
You know?
I mean, so the Darth Vader is a little disappointing. It's the Empire Strikes Back Vader. It is cool that we get a wired cape, and it is 100%.
Yes.
This is whenever someone's like, "What Vader should I get?" You know, barring a new release with brand new legs, my answer is going to be this one because of those wired that wired cape. Like, this is the one you get right here. Boom. This looks glorious. This looks resplendent. But the man, that Luke looks great. But
Yeah, the Luke is just
Yeah.
phenomenal.
yeah, some reuse. You know, we got reuse on the legs because, like, you know, but even then, there's some remolding because he has the tears and stuff. So it's not even straight reuse.
Is it reused because does the other Dagobah Luke have thigh swivel?
Oh, you know
I
what?
think it's a whole new
Hold on.
piece. Right?
Well, the thighs are different. That's what I'm saying. The thighs are definitely different because it has the resculpted tears and stuff like that. I think the lower legs and the boots are reuse,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah, they
probably
could
that
be, for
crotch
sure.
piece.
Yeah. But yeah, this Luke looks absolutely
yeah,
incredible. With the red
the-
paint around the left eye and the scar.
the head, the head looks so good. You know, it's
Maybe
one of those
the
things.
best Mark Hamill likeness.
Maybe it's one of those things where they have trouble capturing that Mark Hamill likeness. So this one looks great.
Yeah, and like we get the battle damage on the shoulder, the right above the knee. His belt is nice and worn, and we got a bunch of silver paint apps across the brown belt, which makes it just takes it to another level.
So hold on real quick. I agree that anytime we get a Vader, his capes are all too big. They're too big.
Yes. Yes, they're
Yes.
always too much.
So I'm hoping that the wired cape will help with that for sure.
And the down low on Luke.
Yeah,
is,
yeah. Those lower legs are 100% the same as the Dagobah Luke that we have already.
All right, that makes sense.
But like, who cares? Like, you know, like they're
Yeah, it's
he's
a great
literally
figure,
the same guy from the same movie. Like, that's what they should look like. But yeah, new arms, new chest, new head, new thighs, like, and it looks great.
And I love like the scrapes up here on his left shoulder and collar, and like they put some, I don't know if it's dry brushing necessarily, but some type of paint effects to make it look like, you know, he's got some battle damage on there. He's been in a battle and just dirty
For
clothes.
Sure. Yep.
So hopefully this leads to an all new Bespin Luke that's just totally clean, like from when he arrives on Bespin.
I have a feeling we'll be getting that. Yes, I think that'll be
absolutely. And then, you know, Bespin, a battle damage Bespin Luke has been a huge want for me for a long time. We haven't talked about it a ton, but you know, I have a list of figures that I've wanted, and battle damage Luke for the Bespin Duel 2-pack was on there. I wish this folder doesn't have a lot of pictures of
my only
like,
want
set,
would be that weird covering he had on his hand after it got cut off.
Ooh, that I didn't think about that. That would be good to have. But they gave us a base, a whole Lane Spitter Luke style base. Why can't I zoom in?
So this is what they were talking about whenever they said the vignette series. I have a feeling, like the Anakin and Obi-Wan set, I have a feeling the vignette series are going to have some kind of like piece, like a centerpiece for it.
And I hope so, because I think that's perfect for Black Series. Because this set, it's not too big. It's not gonna take up a huge amount of space on the shelf.
Yeah.
But it still is gonna have a really nice shelf presence. Just like the Senate pod would be perfect, for Yoda versus Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
Or, really like are there any battles that are out of, they couldn't do something huge, obviously, but perfect things like this where you can fit 2 figures on it. Lane Speeder Luke probably did it better, but not everybody has a 3D printer.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you have to invest in a 3D printer. You have to know how to use the software. You have to invest in the materials, like the filament, and then if there's any issues, you have to be able to troubleshoot it. And then you have to like paint it. Like this is just all the work is taken out, and that's what I care about because I am extremely lazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, like that right piece comes off, so you can have it, sliced if you want that way. I was really hoping for a new Vader shoulder for the battle damage whenever Luke hits.
Yes, that would have been cool if we had that little damage on there. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
But I'm really glad to see that they're reusing the clash effect already, which is nice. Which I feel like, this set probably could have included some swooshing blades, and I feel like this set almost makes the other 2-pack, like it almost puts it to shame.
Well, I think that's the difference between this set being like $50 and that set being like $110, though.
Well, no, I was talking about the Mason Darth Sidious set.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, this is a $70 set.
This is 70, and like the soft goods on that one, and like the lightning in the new heads. I feel like we could have got a clash effect and maybe some swoosh blades. Like a purple swoosh blade on Mace.
That would have been cool. Yeah, for sure.
Because we still don't have a green or purple swoosh blade. Like,
nope.
How do we not have a green one yet?
Blue and red. Yeah.
But yeah, I think like bases like this are perfect. Just something that's not going to take up a lot of room, going to fit on a small part of a shelf. 2 figures on it, 2 or 3 max.
Yep.
So absolute peak reveal. I definitely pre-ordered. I pre-ordered this and Django from Pulse to get the free shipping to put Django on there for the base, and the base looks really nice. Slashes right there. Goes up. I mostly bought it for the battle damage Luke. I don't know if I'm going to use this or the 3D printed Lane Speeder Luke version because I really like that the Lane Speeder Luke version has stairs like where behind Vader that lead up to it, and then he has an updated version that has the entire like scaffolding that I haven't.
Yeah, I want that big like airplane tail thing.
Yeah,
that jets out. Yeah,
that like he hangs from like whenever he's getting told he's his father, like that scene.
Yeah,
and that's another thing. It would have been great if we could have gotten some updated Vader parts because we don't have the fist for when he's saying no. I am his father. Right?
Fist would have been fantastic. There's a couple things I really wish they could have done with this set, and I would have gladly paid the same price as the Anakin Obi-Wan had we had some of those things.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, this Luke, super excited. Like they did such a good job on that face. With the pink around the eye and that scar. But yeah, only in on one of these though. I don't need multiple of these at all. So
no,
there's just not enough that comes with it to justify it, I guess. And I was thinking if we ever got a battle damage Luke, it would just be an alternate head.
Sure.
I never thought.
This is a whole battle damage body, which is great. Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought we'd get the shoulder and the knees. Yeah. Like when I saw the
now that you pointed out that the Vader could have had a battle damage shoulder, like it kind of bugs me he doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean they could have just
not enough to ruin it. Yeah, not enough to ruin it, but like he really should have had a battle damage shoulder. Yeah.
And they didn't even have to sculpt it in. They could just paint it on.
They could paint it, yeah.
Like a little black streak or something with some red maybe. But I guess, they're probably trying to maximize their dollar on this, because Vader's full reuse, wired cape, and then all this.
I mean, the wired cape's cool, though, but yeah.
For $70, I feel like that's amazing also.
Yeah, you get two $50 figures and like a $20 like display set.
Yep. Yeah. They're finally listening to us. We've been wanting stuff like this in the Black Series forever, it seems like.
And this is Pulse exclusive, so you just have to get it on Pulse. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's still available also. Like this one, it might sell out of the pre-order at some point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so far the only thing that's sold out, other than obviously the SDCC exclusive, is the Stranger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do a quick. Let me check the stock on this to see how well it's selling here. And I really hope people support this and buy it. There's 1,410 left. When I checked yesterday, I think it was either earlier today or yesterday, there was like, it was either like 18 or 19, maybe 2,000. So people are buying it. It's definitely going. And remember whenever like us and I think Out of the Basement, I think Monday Night Figureball might have been a thing. I'm not sure, but other shows as well, like the Black Series community as a whole, sort of, at least the people who were doing shows, we were saying support the STAP, support the SDCC Mall Speeder, because like we really want more prequel ships and dios like this. Oh, that'd be cool.
I would 100% if they did a Stranger versus Soul duel. That would be awesome. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like I feel like since we were so hard on backing, or for lack of a better term, like supporting like prequel ships, and then the staff didn't sell well at all, that was kind of concerning. And supporting prequel aliens and like prequel figures when they come out, we got to support this stuff too. Like we got to go hard on the OT diorama base set like this, so that way we get more stuff like this. Like maybe we can get, they could do a Luke versus, or not Luke, they could do Vader versus Obi-Wan for episode 4, like a Death Star.
Sure, a new Obi-Wan. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
With an updated Obi-Wan.
A new Vader. Just saying.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one.
I'm just saying.
I honestly feel like I might have given up on just the fact that we'll never get a new Vader, because, I mean, at some point, they have to, right? Just because.
Yeah.
But I always felt like the Kenobi series was like the time. Like if we weren't getting a new Vader for the Kenobi series, even when they sculpted the battle damage on the new torso.
It's wild. They just gave us the New Hope one with his rope tucked in, and that was their Kenobi Vader. Like really,
and then like the battle damage Kenobi Vader, they still gave us old legs. So like,
and even the TVC got a whole new Darth Vader. Like I own it. That's one of the few TVC figures I own.
Because it's such a good figure.
Is this Dark Times Darth Vader that came out when the Kenobi show came out, and he's got a
helmet.
fist.
That helmet is so good.
It's such a good little figure. I was like, yeah, I have to buy this because I love Darth Vader. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so if we didn't get a new one for the Kenobi series, it's gonna have to take like a Vader series or something, or a Vader movie.
So in my head, I was going through, each movie. What are some fights? So obviously, the big fight at the end of Attack of the Clones. Would you rather have Dooku versus Anakin and Obi-Wan, or Dooku versus Yoda?
That's tough because we could get Episode 2 Anakin on the new body. I'd honestly probably want Yoda more, if I'm being honest.
I feel like if they could do a Revenge of the Sith, Dooku, Anakin, Obi-Wan, but that Obi-Wan and Anakin look different. So having an Episode 2 Anakin and Obi-Wan would be pretty cool versus just another reuse of the Revenge of the Sith one. And,
also, I feel like with the prequels, Episode 3 had like the small platformer bases at the end.
True.
But everything else, like Episode 2, the battles are so massive, and like what they're using in the battles, it's like giant beams that they're throwing at each other. So I'm not sure like what they could include in a vignette series, you know?
Sure.
Because like the ESB one and the SDCC 2-pack, like those are perfect because they're just small platforms.
Yeah.
You know, that just makes sense for this scale. So I'm trying to think of what other fights happen in small spaces. And it's kind of hard because, I mean, prequel battles are huge spaces. And even, like, the Duel of the Fates, like, there's, you know, you could do, like, the one that Lane Speeder Luke did, but with, like, but even then, it's huge. I don't know how they would...
I got it.
Black and white.
I got it. We need an Obi-Wan with a hello there face fighting Grievous.
There we go. Yeah. Little Utapau. Base or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for that.
With, of course, an all-new Grievous. Just throw that out there.
Yeah.
An all-new Grievous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
series could definitely use a new Grievous.
There are a lot of cool... I would love, like, a Maul versus Pre-Vizsla, like, fight. Would be cool.
Oh, with the throne. Yeah, the Mandalorian throne thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I'm trying to think if they could do for like Return of the Jedi, like.
I mean, you got the Vader versus Luke.
They could do a 3-pack and put the throne back in, and then maybe a platform for that little thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, that'd be kind of neat. Or like maybe they could do the throne. Well, the window is so big. They could do
the window's
part of
real
window.
big. Yeah.
I mean, I have like the 3D printed window. Like they could maybe do something like that where it's obviously not the full scale window, but it's something. You know, just
maybe
of it.
Maybe Han and Lando and the Sarlacc, like a tentacle.
Yeah, that'd be good. Non-lightsaber duel scenes. Would you want? Yoda and Kylo, right? I mean, not Yoda. Luke and Kylo. Yoda, Jesus Christ. They technically didn't fight with their lightsabers. They technically didn't even fight, if we're being honest. Yeah. They tried, or Kylo tried. Bespin dinner table. You know that? Why haven't we gotten the Lane Speeder Luke Bespin table 3D print so we can have Vader on one end and Han trying to shoot him with the new Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Does he have C-3PO on his back during that scene?
Yes. No, he doesn't. No. He does not.
I just watched it. Like
he does not. That was basically like right when they got there. That was.
Oh, yeah, because they turned the corner, go in the room, and then.
Yeah.
Oh. Kanan Ezra versus Grand Inquisitor. I would love like a Rebels.
That would be. Yeah.
All right, now we're getting some wild shit.
Yeah, we're getting crazy.
Anakin
all right.
and Padme's wedding.
That's not really a versus, but it is vignette. It is a vignette. A vignette is just a scene. It doesn't have to be a fight.
What about the Jedi Council room with some chairs, but you get Anakin and like some younglings? A little dark, right? A little dark.
A little dark.
I do think they should do a figure of the main youngling though, like just by himself. Because that guy, that actor who grew up, he does like $40 autographs on his website. You can like mail. I think you can mail something in. I'd get that figure autographed. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. I think
that's all the reveal. So we had some peek.
Yeah.
Had some peek in there. So now what we're gonna do for our discussion topic, we're basically just gonna chat about the new SDCC 2-pack.
I think we shouldn't go too in depth because we're already 3 hours in. Yes. I don't want to go like an hour or two talking about this thing, but I do want to give some basic thoughts on it.
Yeah, we definitely want to chat about it.
Yeah.
I did want to let people know if you didn't see my Instagram post about it, there is peg storage underneath, which is neat because I was worried about.
But it doesn't store them all though.
No, so you have to be using some, and then you can
it stores 6, and it came with 8. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can store 6. It came with 8. I lost 1, so I only have 7 pegs. So my extra peg is.
Yeah, but you have like 3 other sets.
Plug it in. Yeah, I have another set on the way, but I'll probably be selling this platform and the other platform. You know, because I only need the double of the figures and accessories.
Yeah.
But So be sure you store your pegs so you don't lose them.
Yeah.
But the pictures
So
are incredible.
here's my Ninja Turtle crotch pictures I took real quick. If anyone wants to kind of see them here, I had a lot of fun just kind of messing around with it. Obviously, so I wish they came with alternate hands. I know that's not how the picture looks, but like I want to have one character be able to have jazz hands, like on both hands.
Oh, like a right hand?
Yeah. I know that's not how the scene went, but man, I really I did have a lot of fun. Like look at they pose so well, and it's so effortless.
Yeah, I think I said in one of my TikTok videos, it's hard to get them in a bad pose because they're so easy to pose and they just look so good. Like no matter.
I have had
what
zero inclination to put the regular heads on. I love their alternate heads, like so much. Like mine are just gonna stay that way, and those are the heads that come with it. I will say, I haven't broken any of my swooshy saber effects yet, but they're heavy. For the peg that plugs into the saber, and they do bend really easily. So I've bent like 2 of them.
Oh wow.
I also wasn't sure, like once you take the lightsaber effects off the lightsaber, of which lightsaber goes in which lightsaber hilt, because they are different.
They're the same.
No, they're different.
Are you
they
sure?
are different. Yes, they are. The 2 single blades are different. So one has a more rounded end, and one has a more flat end. And I tried both ways, and I had best results. And I looked at online pictures. The rounded end goes in Anakin's, and the flat end goes in Obi-Wan's. But that's only on the single. That's only on the single blade. Yeah, the normal lightsaber
not
blade.
The swooshy ones.
The swooshy ones all have the same.
Okay.
No, the swooshy ones all have the same. I don't think it matters, and I noticed that they fit Anakin's lightsaber better than they fit Obi-Wan's.
Yeah, I haven't had this much fun messing with a set.
Yeah,
in
but
such
like
a long time.
Like they're just the way that his arms can go in. They the butterfly joints work super well. Like I've had a lot of fun. Then I was just taking pictures of Chewbacca. Yeah.
Like the giant swooshing blades, that one's so good.
Like, I mean, they just pose so well. It's crazy. I think, is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it that I had. Yeah.
And I have some here that I took. It's just hard. Like they just look so well, like dueling each other, and all that. Like once you get them in a really good pose, like, and the clash effects just takes it to a whole new level. Are they better than the SH figure arts?
I don't have those, but I think they look better.
Yeah, I would say obviously like with SHF, I have the SHF Anakin, and the body, of course, it's really nice. Like it articulates like, probably like a closer to like maximum articulation range. But also with the SHF, I feel like Anakin looks a little smaller. Like his chest isn't as wide as the Black Series, and the SHF one. And I did put the alternate, like the normal Anakin head.
Yeah. I don't think the SH figure arts like heads look like them at all.
No, the SHF head like doesn't look like Hayden at all, in my opinion. The Black Series likeness is amazing, and it takes the cake, of course. I mean, the bodies are great, like they pose well. So when you have the extra head, if you have one, I would definitely recommend doing this, because then you're just not wasting a head. You have, basically just another Anakin figure.
Yeah.
But I do prefer the softer, because on the SHF, like it is a soft material, but it's not as soft as the Black Series, so you can't really get, you get more range out of the arms on the Black Series version. And also like the SHF one, the legs, if you try to pose him, if you put a little bit too much pressure down, the legs just like, he does the splits.
Sure.
Because the hips are so, I think they have so much cut out, because he can lift it. He can literally lift his leg like all the way up like this.
Yeah, I will say because of the way they're posed in the package, I had to heat up Anakin a little bit, and his skirt still wants to like stick out.
Mine's still like that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning on heating it up.
I mean, I'm sure if I heat it up a little bit more, I was just a little worried about heating it up too much. But because it's in the package and he has his leg out, it sort of has warped his skirt a little bit.
Yeah. The third party gets the scar detail and eyes right. I mean, this thing? I don't...
Justin, no, I don't think the single releases will come with any alternate heads at all. No.
I just don't think this, like, people, I see Hayden a little bit, but you have to look really hard. Like this SHF head.
I don't see it at all. That doesn't look like Hayden even a little bit to me.
Yeah, like compared to, I don't know if that person thought this was this is the alternate, this is the normal head on the Black Series 2-pack on the SHF body. Like that is Hayden 1-to-1. Like that is insane. And then what even better, like it's crazy, they did the dark side sculpt even better. And especially when you put a hood on it, it's just even more Hayden. Yeah, I couldn't be happier with the set. The lava is amazing with the droids, like with this droid and the platform, and you get so much. Like the
it's got a little
detail.
groove. It's got a little groove that the arms sit into in the lava, which is cool.
And you plug it in, all the sculpted detail up under there. You get. I was kind of thinking about trying to paint his eyes, like glowy, because they do glow like a white or like a blue.
Yeah.
But I probably won't end up messing with it too much. But there's just like sculpted detail that's not picking up on camera. Like this like rotary piece right here. There's so many like scars or like damage sculpted into it that you really have to look close to see. And the main platform, I know you probably really like this feature too, but they pointed it out when they first revealed it. But like the cooling lava, just dripping over the edges just really makes it look like it's actually in the world. And you can't really see it probably on camera too much, but I love the way it transitions from, you can see it, like the silver to brown.
There's the silver to the brown, that
looks, especially on the
real
bottom,
good,
like it's most prominent down here. You can see the brown and gray and silver, because it just looks like it's been sitting in lava and on Mustafar for a long time. And I don't know if you noticed, but these pop off.
Oh, I noticed because I pulled them off when I was trying to get it out of the package.
Yes, that's how I noticed it too. I was like, I wonder if a lot of people know those pop off, because mine just. So I guess it'll probably happen to a lot of people. But yeah, more stuff like this in Black Series. Like this is what we need.
Yeah.
Just like the ESB 2-pack, we're getting that.
Yeah. Tesco's right. The droid use a little bit more of a silver dry brush or a weathered look.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
and that's true for all of it, but I feel like if you really want it, you could do it. But I don't look at it and go like, oh man, it looks terrible without it.
Yeah. Also, like I feel like it could use it, but it's not missing it.
It's not missing it. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Just like kind of where I'm at with a Django, I feel like Django is missing some of the silver paint.
Yeah, my Django. I do like. So someone asked me, whether or not just like the Obi-Wan from like Jabim, where the lightsaber gets in the way of the arm, the sleeve, but no, because just like on Ronin, the inside on both Anakin and Obi-Wan is ball jointed at the wrist inside. So that moves all the way around as well, so it gets out of the way of the sleeve, which is really, really cool.
So there's 2 ball joints up in there, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, you have a ball joint at the hand, and then a ball joint at the wrist part inside.
Yep.
Which is a really, really great way of solving that issue.
Yeah, Joby one. I grabbed my box to point this out, because if somebody hasn't seen my Instagram post that absolutely blew up, which is crazy, on the English version, Anakin Skywalker, now Sith Lord, Dark Vader. How'd they mess it up? I'll try to show people if they don't believe me.
I got Dark Vader and his lifesaver.
Dark Vader and his lifesaver. But yeah, the most anticipated Black Series reveal of all time, and they can't even spell Darth Vader right.
Oh yeah, figure ruined, garbage figure.
I don't even want it anymore.
Just toss in the garbage. Yeah, who cares?
But yes, I am at Chicago Fan Expo Saturday. Mike is bringing me mine.
I have one of Zach's 3 right here for him to get signed. I'll be putting it in my car. Wouldn't it be funny if I got up that morning and got in my car and just drove away without it?
That would not be funny. I was telling my wife, I was like, I'm kind of nervous because, like, what if something happens to Mike, like, on the way? Or, like, what if his car breaks down? Like, something. Like, that's going to... There's a lot of pressure on you, Mike, to show up safe and show up on time.
What? What are you going to do? What? What?
The pose you had on Instagram where it's like he's like walking in like with the meme.
With the meme.
The Bane meme, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's genuinely like this is one of the few sets where like it's genuinely hard to get it into like to make them look bad. Like I'm sure you will see people that get it and they post a fight like a picture of them dueling and it doesn't look great, but like it still looks good on every shelf. Like you just get a little swinging action on the figures. And I would also recommend people to use the promo pictures that they initially revealed the figures with, like all the lava background, and like use those as a reference and pose your figures, because I think that really helps too. It gives you a visual to try to achieve with your set. It'll help it, look really good. And use the swinging blades, use the clash effect. Get some range in their hips, to make it look like they're swinging the saber. So couldn't be happier with the set. I think they knocked it out of the park. So glad. And in a couple weeks, have it autographed by both Hayden and Ewan on the same day. It's gonna be incredible, and I really can't wait. Yeah, look at that. That's
I didn't even try. I was just fucking around, and it was like, I love because you don't have to have this actually holding the lightsaber for him to look like he's like using it with the lightsaber. Like he could just be like changing his grip or something like that. Like,
and you could also have him like pulling it to the right, and then he's doing like a force push going out the other way or something. Manual lights illuminating the lava base would be cool on the show. Let's try it. Sure. I got a light. So
my plan on my desk, on my desk, it has an LED shelf right here, and my plan is to put this on the shelf and turn the lights red. So it has like a red glow.
It might be too bright. It's too bright for the camera. My light is very bright. But yeah, there we go. It's like it looks more lava-y like that.
I think I'll probably do that Sunday. I'll post pictures of it. I think it's going to turn out really well.
My light's too bright for this. Oh, there we go. That's kind of good. You can see like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh, that's so bright. How long before we get some actual force pushing effects and some crushing effects? That'd be cool. Like a little, some of the things they do with Dragon Ball Z. I think that'd be pretty cool. Whoops. So we only have one more thing to do before the end of the show.
That's true.
And I did want to point out before we get to the Hall of Fame, this is the first time we have a figure in the Hall of Fame. And they've revealed a better version. So,
it's true.
Do we keep it as is, or do we update number 1, which was Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader, the first one we put in the Hall of Fame, butterfly joints on Vader, or do we update it with the new better version with the wired cape added?
So my vote is to update it, but that's not our vote for Hall of Fame this year. But I feel like since it's not a new figure, it's the same figure with a tweak. Like it's like a software update where it's just it's the same thing. It's just
because it's
slightly changed.
If it had new legs, it would be a different figure.
Correct.
If it had a battle damaged shoulder, it would probably be a different figure.
Correct.
It's just the cape.
It's just different. A wired cape now.
Do we the wired cape?
Just the
only?
wired cape by itself. Yeah.
So in a year, we'd add the wired cape by itself.
I think we can update. I think once it comes out, once we have it in hand, we can. If we have them side by side, and we're like it's the same thing with a wired cape, then we can make the change.
Yeah,
to
it's
update.
like an amended. We can do an amended
we can amend
tax
it.
return.
We can amend it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't want to do it until we have it. I don't want to jump the gun.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, we have to make sure they don't mass.
Yeah.
Like quality issue the wire.
Now the question is, do we forego our rules and put this in the Hall of Fame? And by this, I mean this. I mean this. I mean all of it.
I mean, I would love to, but I also like having the rules,
Yeah, it's that recency bias. It's real tough.
Like it's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I just love how, because I feel like if we break the rule for this one, we're going to start breaking the rules for all of them. And
okay.
I know everybody would probably predict that I would be on the opposite side. But
I agree. I think we have rules for a reason. I'm just giving you the option since this is your special little baby boy.
That is true. But I am going to stick with the rules. Let's stick with the rules on this one.
Okay.
So
then
now we got to come up with a Hall of Fame figure.
My Hall of Fame is Hera from Ahsoka.
Oh, all right.
With that cake.
I was about to say, is it because of the cake?
It's because of the cake.
What's my pick?
Although, do we have Sergeant Creel? I was messing with him the other day.
I was gonna say, we've had the Yoda and chair for a year, right?
No. I don't
Wasn't
think
that
so.
2023 or was that 24?
No, that was 24.
What month?
And I think it was the end of 24 too.
That hadn't been a year yet. Maybe time's
I
not
don't
going
think
as
it
fast.
has. I don't think it has been a year yet. Ken says Yoda and Chair was November
Of 24?
of 24.
Why did I think longer time has passed since then?
I don't know.
I might be crazy.
Yeah, because he was in my 2024 top 10 for sure. I agree. He's worthy to be on the Hall of Fame for sure.
Okay, so if he's not in it, see, when did I post this? January 28th. All right, so I can keep scrolling. All right, I'm trying to think. What else can we? What are some of the best things that we haven't gotten in yet?
We don't have, I think, Padawan Ahsoka.
Yeah, the newer, yeah.
We don't have the
Padawan.
Client in there. We don't have Star Killer in there.
We just put in Kiadi Mundi, which I got to post.
True.
So they revealed Yoda May 5th of 24.
Yeah, he
Well,
came
no,
out
they-
that no. I got him in November.
That was
year,
our
though.
podcast of
Yeah.
it. So a couple of days before that, they revealed it. Man, why did I really think I got that a little earlier?
I don't know. You're wrong though.
All right, let's see.
Mara Jade could be in there.
Mara
We already
Jade.
have Zeb. We got Cad Bane. We don't. Do we have? Oh, you know what? Do we have Clone Wars Darth Maul?
He is not in there.
Tesco, we already have Clone Wars Obi-Wan in there. The good one, not the bad one.
We don't have Dual Zen Darth Vader in there. I'll say that.
You know what? Hold on. We do have a Darth Vader. We were
We don't
just
have
talking
Dual
about
Zen Vader.
amending. You're right. And
Dual Zen is totally different.
Dual
It's-
Zen Vader is different 100%.
Look, the
I will-
sculpted detail on the helmet is crazy.
I will give you, let's say, I'll give you Duels Invader. I think that's.
So what are our two options?
Let's say Ahsoka Padawan, because I think that was 2023, and Duels in Darth Vader,
When did
which
we
is
get
also
the
2023.
When did we get the Force Ghost 3-pack?
2023. I don't. No, we're not putting the Force Ghost. That is not going in the Hall of Fame. It's not.
Come on.
No. 1000%.
It's got the Hayden.
No.
It's got the Hayden
Absolutely
head.
not. No.
And I said
that peg warming. No, absolutely
Look,
not.
it's got the updated photo reel bin.
No.
The updated
No.
Yoda. The new.
Absolutely not. No. I'm putting my foot down.
We have the new R2 in there.
Yeah, the
We
new
got
R2 is already in our Hall of Fame.
All right, Duels Invader or Clone Wars Ahsoka, the Padawan Ahsoka, not the Siege of Mandalore.
No,
that one is never making the Hall of Fame.
No. That one or the Rebels one are not making it in.
No,
but
God no. That one is even worse.
Yeah. But yeah, I would do for sure. I would do. Let's do Duels Invader. It's a good figure.
All right.
It's a good figure.
It's a great figure.
It belongs there. Yeah.
It's a great figure. Old legs, but the sculpting on the chest,
on the head, the Hayden head underneath the helmet is a work of art.
Yep, absolutely is. By the way, is that Anakin head sculpt reused from the Force Ghost Anakin? It is not. It is new because the Force Ghost Anakin is like smiling, and this one is kind of just casual.
Yep,
chilling. So.
And it was not that we care about this, but like it was a hard to get figure too, because it was a Target exclusive, and then like it never really got restocked.
No, and it
sells for a lot on the aftermarket.
It's like $100 or $90 or so,
which
on the secondary market.
just means that it's a sought after piece. I don't care about value.
It doesn't
on my
mean
figures.
it's worth it.
No, I would never pay that much for it.
No,
but
at this point, like if you're gonna pay $100 for a Duels Invader, you have to get the SHF one.
Just get the SH figure arts. It's so crazy that anyone would spend $100 on a single figure, like not a set, but like a single figure. That's
a single Black Series figure. Think about
it. Zero single Black Series figures are worth more than $25, or like unless they come with like exclusive stuff or whatever. Like that's crazy. Like you guys are spending way too much money on this stuff. It's not worth it.
I'm trying to think how many I ended up buying because I think I finished with 3 of them because I had my one on the shelf. I have my autographed Hayden one. And then
you are such a stan.
Well, I bought one for a custom. You see that?
I remember.
I took the body and then
I sold you my regular one too for you to do another custom.
Yeah. I think I did 3. Yeah. Oh, and I have the operating table version. I got 4. I got 4 because I have 2. I got 2 custom ones. Operating table. No, operating table is the Return of the Jedi body. No, that's the Kenobi body. I'm so confused. 3. I finished with 3.
Okay.
I finished with 3.
All right.
3. 3 is the number. Yeah, autograph, custom, and then the normal one. Yeah, I got 3. So. But yeah, so Duels Invader, that's number I think 33 on our Hall of Fame list. I got to update our thing with Kiedi Mundi from the last episode. But I think that's going to do it for episode 101 of Black Series Cantina. Thank you all for joining us live. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We'll go live every now and then. Big events. Also, I post my TikToks as YouTube shorts here, so you can check those out. So please hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Mike, do you have any upcoming videos or?
I mean, I'm getting over COVID, man. I'm still getting over COVID, so I'll work on it. I haven't finished setting up my toy room yet. I have exactly 1 Mythic Legion shelf done here, and I have to do the rest. But once I get once I get the room set up, my plan is to do a room tour and then go back into doing regular reviews. And I'll probably end up, I don't know, hopefully I'll do it sooner rather than later, but I'll probably end up doing a full review on this set just because it is worth it. It is worthy of a full review.
Absolutely. So yes, so go sub to Mike Case on YouTube and Instagram. Check that out. Also, follow me on Instagram, Black Series Cantina, and then follow me on TikTok. It's at the Star Wars Black Series, or you can just type in Black Series Cantina and you'll find me. There is an impersonator. There's a fake account.
That's true. Oh my God, it's so funny.
It's the Star Wars Black Series, and the series at the end has 2 eyes. It's DMing people trying to do a scam giveaway. That's not me. So it has like 400 followers. That's the fake one. Somehow it reposted like 15 of my videos and got like 400 followers, which don't do that because that's scummy. I've had everybody report them, but go follow me. I think I'm like 100 away from 29,000. So please help me get there. If you like listening to us, if this is your first exposure to Black Series Cantina, you can listen to us on any podcasting app. Every other weekend we drop an episode, or you can subscribe to our Patreon to join us live or watch the episodes. We also do BSC VIP hangouts with our VIPs if you want to join that tier. And we just did one last week if you want to go check that out. If you can't support us financially, please leave a review on Apple or Spotify. That would help us out a lot. We have merch if you want to check that out. Links are in the description if you want a cool Black Series Cantina shirt or cup or something. Join our Facebook group, Black Series Cantina. It's a private group, so a lot of cool chats going on in there and nobody going too crazy. And then keep the emo segment alive, Black Series Cantina at gmail.com. And it's so glad that we finally have a new Anakin and Obi-Wan in hand. Who knows what we'll have in hand in another 101 episodes. But we'll see you all in 3 weeks because we'll be at Chicago Fan Expo. And I'll be in Colorado, so I won't be able to record. So we'll see you then. And by then, I'll have my Hayden and Ewan autograph.
That's true. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.